Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another round of the JF Championship. So once again, we are at the 7th season of the JF, and we're a third of the way to the final race of the season. And how time flies, doesn't it? So it is December of 14th, 2024, and right now If you're looking at the track map, I think you must be really excited to see what we have on the map, because that is, of course, one of the most iconic circuits on the calendar since 1929. As a matter of fact, 95 years already, this circuit it has been on the Formula One calendar, the Monaco Street Circuit. So if you're just joining us, well, be prepared for a very exhilarating race, and the qualifying session does about to follow. So once again, for the first time, if you are experienced in terms of the JF, you might have noticed that this will be the first ever time that the JF has ever raced in Monaco. So if you're joining us here tonight, you're one lucky few to see the JF race here in the Monaco Street Circuit. So you might be thinking, it is Monaco, it's going to be traffic paradise, quote unquote, by Yuki Tsunoda. So how many drivers do we have here today? We have a total of 17 drivers. Well, not a full grid, certainly, but certainly more than enough to cause traffic chaos when in terms of the qualifying sessions are about to happen. Now, if you are familiar with Formula 2, you know that Formula 2 has they have two groups of qualifying. That's how bad it is. They need to separate a group of 22 drivers into two different qualifying groups, Group A and Group B, because the traffic here is so bad. And what we're probably about to see here later in qualifying are drivers just going out in sync with one another and hoping that they can get their tires warm up in sync with the other drivers in front or behind them, because they need to make sure that they are in sync with the drivers which in the vicinity, so that they would not have to be caught up in traffic either in the way of them impeding other drivers behind or getting into traffic on the hard lap. So this would be one of the key factors on who's going to qualify ahead of one another. And of course, we know how difficult it is to pass here in Monaco, given how wide the F1 2023 or 2024 cars are. We know how difficult it is to pass here in Monaco. It is like a train. Well, the pole sitter would just lead the cars around, just defend on the two straights there between the start-finish straight and of course the tunnel section of turns 9 and 10. They just need to defend across these two sections and they're safe. So tire degradation not really a concern here unless they fall without the track limit. So it is going to be a train here, and drivers know how pivotal qualifying is. It is going to be for the race later. So of course we have a full suite of 17 drivers, so there will be a full qualifying which will occur later. So reserve replacements for tonight: Roshan Robot joining his former team of Alpine, replacing Yervex. Yervex will not be joining us here. He's currently having a little vacation overseas. But of course, the management team knows, despite his Bahrain time, not being up to par, we all know how strong Yervex is as a driver. And of course, the Roshan Robot will be taking his place here in Alpine. And of course, his Alpine teammate will be really laughing to the bank here because we know Alpine potentially on account of scoring some good points here. Well, Kurozuha in Haas replacing Rowery. No news of where's Rowery today. Kurozuha once again joining the Haas this weekend. No Red Bulls permanent drivers will be joining us here tonight. In this place, two very experienced JF drivers there, Maple Leaf, as well as Heejin. Maple Leaf replacing Ramen, and Heejin replacing Sky. So Red Bull having both experienced drivers. Of course, we know Maple Leaf joining in seasons 4, 5, and Heejin in seasons 5 and 6. So both of these Red Bull drivers potentially giving Red Bull a huge haul of points tonight. As well as we know in a Ferrari, Curado will not be joining us here tonight, but in this place, a very familiar face. We have Wayne, being an Oliver Bearman appearance here. Wayne, consistent point scorer for different teams, and definitely in high demand of different teams now. Every team wants Wayne. You know how Wayne has been finishing in the top 5 for every single race so far. Not sure about exhibition race. I'm gonna pull that data up. Let's see Wayne's data. Wayne has been scoring. Yes, no, he did not start in Japan, but a 2nd place finish in Qatar, a 4th place finish in Spain, and once again a 2nd place finish in Australia. So on all 3 races, finishing in the top 4. Very strong finish from Wayne. And of course, we did discuss that before. Wayne could be potentially fighting for the Drivers' Championship had he not been a reserve driver. So let's focus on Wayne's performance here tonight, and we'll see how he does it later. But Wayne has not been doing really well in terms of qualifying. Of course, getting disqualified in Australia due to an unfortunate incident. Hoping make it one up, but of course, we know it's Monaco. No driver will really want to mess up qualifying here in Monaco because they know how difficult this will take. So, without further ado, let's have a look at our current driver lineup. So, first up, we have the Haas team consisting. I think I'm inclined to say Kurozuka is one of our drivers, but he isn't, unfortunately. So we have X-Nice and Rory. Rory, unfortunately, not able to join us here today, but X-Nice with great time, 129.773 in Bahrain. Rory, 130.767 as well. So an all-rookie lineup for the Haas team this season. Rory is slightly slower than X-Nice, but we all know how quick these two drivers can be. Rory showing a bit of pace. Of course, in the first race of the season, Rory showing the pace there in, was it Japan? No, Rory has not attended any race so far, unfortunately. It was Qatar. Just unfortunately not finishing a race due to an incident. And in Japan as well, the exhibition race. X-Nice, recent addition, as a matter of fact, to the lineup. Remember, X-Nice has been a reserve driver so far, newly added into the lineup here from the Monaco race onwards, replacing Clive. Clive, unfortunately, being relegated out to a reserve driver due to his commitment. So X-Nice will be joining in for Monaco onwards. But here's a catch. Because he has not attended one of the races so far, so the attendance requirement for him will be prorated. So X-Nice will only be allowed to miss 2 races from now to the end of the season, failing which he will not be able to he'll be ineligible for the prize pool at the end of the season if he misses 2 or more races from now onwards. So it'll be a tall order for X-Nights in terms of attendance, but a shame for Clive, joining in as a permanent driver, but now being relegated down to a reserve due to commitment issues. So drivers know when they sign up for this championship that they know that the qualification criteria in terms of attendance will be really, really crucial if they want to get something out of the championship itself. Of course, a little complication here in the Haas team in terms of the attendance, and they'll be looking for to make up as many points as possible. 8 races remaining. Haas still with 14 points, but that's courtesy of a reserve driver participating, taking the spot. So he might be really thankful for that reserve driver. Was it Wayne? I'm not really sure, but 14 points is definitely a good lift up away from last place. And sitting last place, unfortunately, that is the Alpine team. So with 0 points, I'm pretty sure Roshan Robot will be looking to right that wrong. And the Haas, Kurozuka in X-Nice and Haas would definitely know the threat of last year's Season 6 champion if fighting for the Alpine team this coming race. Now, the other team that we'll be going through right now, of course, the 2024 Constructors Champions in real life, that is the McLaren team. So the McLaren team consisting of Pandadan and Facile. Now, Pandadan, definitely no stranger to our lineup here. Pandadan, our current defending champion. He is our current championship leader with a whopping number of points there. How many points does he have? Let's have a look. Pandadan so far, he's behind Skipper, sorry. Pandadan with 51 points so far. 18 points Skipper, and definitely a threat to the Williamson right in front of him. So Pandadan, of course, we totaled 129.7 from X-Nice was quick. Look at Pandadan with 128.151. That's 4 seconds faster than his team. For Facile Strategy, 122.225, 4 seconds slower. So the distinction is huge here. I don't think they are going to see any sort of teamwork between them because it's so big. The gap between them is so big. I don't think they're going to be able to work together on track. I don't think it's going to be wise for Pandadan to slow down for Facile Strategy here. And a little bit of correction here for Facile Strategy, not exactly a rookie here. He did sign up for the past season 6. If I'm not wrong, as a reserve driver for Facile Strategy here. So not exactly a rookie, but I'm pretty sure Panadan would be more than willing to show him some tricks here. For sales strategy, obviously from Hong Kong, named Shining Storm in McLaren. Sales strategy not having the best of days in terms of his performance in Australia, but with a very, very attrition, like a high attrition rate circuit like Monaco, I'm pretty sure Shining Storm would be looking forward to right that wrong as well and score some good points here for his team. Now, that's it for driver's profile. And currently, we're already three races into the championship so far. So let's have a look at our current championship standings here for our constructors and the driver championship so far. So here's our constructors championship. It is swiveling around. Let's have a look at our current constructors championship here. So we do have never mind. We have McLaren leading the pack with 101 points. Williams with 77 in second place. Red Bull with 50. RB with 38. Aston Martin 37. Mercedes 35. Alfa Romeo 32. Ferrari with 30. So 16. Sorry, we have a total of 5 teams separated by a total of, well, look at that. By just 5 points. So it is going to be a very, very tight midfield over here, fighting for 4th place. And Ferrari, of course, Red Bull in 3rd place, definitely not out of risk right there because, AlphaTauri, or RB, should we say, just 12 points behind them. So everything's possible here. Any team of any of these 6 teams can be fighting for a crucial 3rd place here. Apart from that, the bottom 2 teams, Haas and Alpine. We know Haas has a very consistent lineup now from here on. X9 is joining in as a permanent driver. Alpine will now have the benefit of Rashawn Robot to try and get us some good points as well. So it is going to appear really tight in the Constructors Championship after this race, definitely. Now, looking at the Driver Championship, we have Skipper leading a pack of 69 points, Panadan 51, Techromancer 30. So it's become pretty spread out right now. Now, if you're wondering where's Wayne definitely scoring a total of 18, 12, 18. Now, that's a total of 50 points, which should score him a very pleasing 3rd place in the Drivers' Championship. Now, we do have to remind you that reserve drivers such as Wayne will not be eligible to earn any prizes here, unfortunately. So he'll only be contributing to the Constructors' Championship, but he'll not earn anything out of the Drivers' Championship. But definitely, we really hope to see Wayne here as a permanent driver because we know how strong he is. Consistent race pace, great qualifying, of course, and no stranger there. We know he's way more improved compared to his past performance in Season 5, and he'll definitely try to fight for the title once he gets the opportunity to. But it is going to be a very tight championship from 3rd place onwards. You have Takro 30, tied on with Ducky, Beesim in 5th place with 24, Neum with 22, Ramen 20, Sky 18. A great 6-way fight for 3rd place. Then we have our other point scorers here. Culado, Von Haley, and Anastasis Yassizi tied in with Shining Storm of sales strategy there. So total 13 point scorers after 3 races. Well, not as many as compared to our previous seasons, but we all know that the upper midfield pack is going to be extremely tight this season. So all to play for tonight here in Monaco. And of course, we had the lobbies already open. We have a total of 14 drivers already inside the lobby and just about ready to go pretty soon. Meanwhile, just joining us, welcome once again to the 7th season of the JF. We're here at race number 4 after 3 races. In order, we went through Qatar, then we onwards went to Spain, Catalonia, then Australia, of course. So it is going to be, well, cross-continent once again. We're here in Monaco for race number 4. So if you're wondering, well, why Monaco? Us as drivers, that's my response to you, because it is going to be, well, it's all drivers selected. The drivers have to go through a poll. 3 tracks to be selected in random from the management team. And these 3 tracks to be selected will be voted by the driver pool itself. So the track with the most votes will be selected as the following race of the championship. So if you're wondering, this was conducted right after the race number 3 itself. The wheel was spun. 3 tracks came up. Let's have like which 3 tracks, which were the other 2 tracks which were selected. But it was China and Mexico. So drivers favoring the Monaco circuit over Shanghai and the Autodromos Rodriguez. I wonder why. But I'm pretty sure these drivers really want a little bit of drama, a little bit of spice in their life. Henceforth, choice of Monaco. 14 votes over 8 for Shanghai and 9 for Mexico City. So, I wonder why. So, once again, welcome in to the JF. 15 drivers just joined us. Just waiting for 2 more before we commence our qualifying session. So, if you're joining us, welcome in once again. Looking forward to your active participation here tonight here in the JF. So current time is 9:07 p.m. Rightfully, once again, the typical JF delay due to the lobby. We just had to wait for drivers to enter the lobby, and I'm pretty sure the drivers at the end of the wait will be cheering on because they know it's finally time to get racing. Still holding. Shining Swarm of Facile Strategy. I should just refer to it as Facile Strategy. Currently asking, is anyone hosting a chat party? I wonder. I wonder if that's an invitation, a genuine invitation to a chat party, or is it going to be just wondering if he wants to go in sync with our drivers? So it could be a strategical move from Facile Strategy to try to get his qualifying done and try not to be traffic or get run to traffic doing later in qualifying. So once again, just waiting. Oh, your CZ complaining that he's not able to connect to his internet. So that might be the reason why there might be a delay. Anyone would be kind enough to let him in the hotspot? I wonder. Still. This. No one likes to wait, of course. We're all impatient people. So, once again, we're looking at a total of 11 races in case you're just joining us. The final race of this season will be on the 5th of April, 2025. And that's when we're going to be crowning our champion, of course, and our constructors champion, as well as our driver champion. But we know historically, driver championship has always been wrapped up before that. Hopefully, it won't be the case this season, so we can bring on to a good grand finale on 5th of April. So a little warm up there for a few drivers. Trying to do a little bit of race sims in Monaco. Some drivers even doing a full 78 laps in Monaco. Well, let us know in the chat here. What is your key to winning in Monaco? Would it be going quick lap after lap? Or would it just be simply skipping car out of barriers? Well, we have no idea, but could be just a case of not just diving into standard vault. Quote unquote Jeff from previous Formula 1 games. No heroics in the standard vault, please. As we know, that's where most incidents occur. And maybe you want to put your money on whether would there be a safety car on lap 1 of this race. My best is probably not. I don't think our field drivers would be that aggressive in turn 1. But who knows? latency issues, lag issues, or even game issues, causing desyncs here and there. And it might end up in a result whereby cars just go in each other into turn one, and that might result in a safety car. So that might just happen. Of course. Someone just put in our Discord chat, greatest overtake in motorsport history. That's definitely very pessimistic. Drivers showing a compilation of Monaco crashes inside our Discord chat. So, in case you're just wondering, what is our Discord of the JAF Championship? I'm just gonna put it in the chat right now, our Discord channel. So there it is, on the Discord channel. So make sure you join us in case you want to join us for the future seasons. But it is, definitely we need people. If you want to become staff, you want to be a commentator like me, join me in the commentary box. You want to become a race steward, or even a reserve driver. You just join into our Discord channel. Yeah, our drivers have been really, really active in terms of the activity inside the chat. So make sure to join us here in Discord. Post race or even pre race here. Maybe as a viewer, you can just see what the drivers are up to inside the Grandstand channel. Pretty good as an off topic chat box. And a few drivers just wondering, well, is there a commentator today? And yes, but why though? Yes, I got it right. But why though? Inside the Williams team, Skipper's teammate. Yes, I know I've been pronouncing your name as Budito for the past few races. Yes, here's correction. Please pronounce his name as Budwido, not Budito. Buti. That sounds kind of wrong. So, currently we have we're down to 14 drivers. Someone just left the lobby. Not sure why. He just disconnected. So once again, of course, it is going to be a very interesting race in Monaco. Drivers are determined to put up show for us, but probably we wouldn't be able to see much overtaking, despite the speed differentials here. So it might be a case of outsmarting the other drivers here. It is going to be decided in the pit stops. So, well, it might be a one stop, or two, or maybe even three stop, which is going to be beneficial here. We all know that track position is key here in Monaco. So, will drivers be more determined to make less pit stops and just follow the train in fear of losing a track position and being caught at the tail end of the train? So that might be a good factor to consider once the race comes about. But of course, drivers now thinking more towards the qualifying session on how to get further ahead of the train to prevent themselves getting caught up in traffic for this phase of the evening so far. So, well, still that in consideration. Well, becomes more brain work than track work here in Monaco. So a very different sort of race compared to the previous ones. So the green light has been given ahead, and it's time to get underway. Well, just got information here. So a total of 16 drivers joining us this evening, and we're finally at 9:16 p.m. Singapore time. It's time to go. Wayne, we just had a little bit of information here. Wayne will not be joining us for qualifying, so we only have 16 drivers here on the grid. Wayne, unfortunately, well, unable to join us for qualifying. He's given permission rates by the stewards, so he will be joining at the tail end of the grid here in Monaco. Interesting prospect there for Wayne, because we know a lost the first challenge here in Monaco. Virtually impossible, but we all know Wayne's racecraft. Definitely able to make amends there. And what do we have here? Oh, unfortunately, I think the weather gods not really on our side this evening, because it is raining pretty heavily. You can see all the puddles there on the on the pit walk, and it's just pouring it down. As a matter of fact, it's nice and after session, and not a good start, of course, because it is, well, don't disconnect now, especially in Q1. Well, if you are the drivers now, it is Q1. What are you thinking? What's going through your head now? Only one driver is going to get eliminated now. 15 will go through. Only one will get eliminated down the relegation zone. And I don't know. Do you go for the lap, or do you just nurse the car around the circuit and hope someone retires? You just set a lap, well, a 3 or 4 minute lap around Monaco. Just go for a Sunday leisurely drive around Monaco, or do you actually go for it? There's a big question. There's a question that we're going to ask ourselves here on how is it navigate Monaco around this very tight and twisty circuit. So we do have additional measures in place here, owing to the very unique circuit layout. We know Formula 2's provision is there to set a Group A and Group B for qualifying, but here we have it. Our provision is to reduce the safety car for the race, and of course, a separate lobby from quali and race. And quali will, in the JAF first, ghosting will be on. So this is in case drivers go off track, and we will not have drivers causing a little bit of a multi-car expressway power, like what you see on the CT or the PIE in the Singapore expressways, if you know what I mean. You know how these chain closures occur. We do not want that happening here in the JAF. So that's the reason why we have such measures in place right now. So first driver to go out on track is Skipper. Skipper, on those intermediate tires, is the first car who is going out on track. So right on board Skipper now. Goes through the final sector. Intermediate tires for all drivers. We have Hidris, Daki, Anaden, and Shining Storm still in the pit box. So let's go with Skipper and see how he's going to negotiate the very wet second. Spray coming out of all these drivers now. Look at that. Spray from Skipper. And now coming across. Oh my goodness. 21.997 for the first sector for Skipper. Has hit the wall. Skipper's hit the wall. Lost that front wing already. Oh my goodness me. And that's where you'll find the full front wing has come off Skipper. No, not a full, but it's severe damage for Skipper as he goes through the hairpin there, and that's lap gone. That is it for Skipper. I mean, we know how difficult it is. Our championship leader has lost it through the first sector alone. Taco Mensa is now the first driver to, well, our first driver to actually negotiate through safely. Taco Mensa now through the sector 2. Let's see what his time is. Taco Mensa will now be onto the, well, it's purple sector, of course. Or you, well, because Taco Mensa, of course, he's the only driver to sustain it. So now Taco Mansa through the final sector, 123.228. So we're already 11 seconds slower compared to our normal pace. And then another driver across the line, Skipper decides to complete the lap. Heejin and Maple Leaf, the two Red Bulls, now next across the line. Maple Leaf 127.5, Heejin 125.8, and already going on to the runoff area to turn 1. What's going on? Oh my goodness. Drivers, I don't think they practice Monaco in the wets here, but we all know they're all struggling. Zuha now, P6, 128.384. Beats himself in the 4th place. It's all a big mess. Yassizi's invalidate his lap. Next across the line is Burrito. But what is Wido? But Wido goes 6th place. Roshan Robot. Now, Roshan Robot through the final sector. What can Roshan Robot do? Across, oh, he's just sliding around everywhere. Roshan Robot, last season champion. Strong lap, but that's only to put him into 2nd place, 6 times behind Taco Mensa. Only 9 times on the board so far, and I'm pretty sure Taco Mensa and Roshan Robot are just retreating in the pits right now, because there's nothing they can do now. Hanadan is now on an outlet. Finally, McLaren's coming out. They know that that's a lot of traffic out on track in the first run. They do not want to go early, and now Shining Storm and Hanadan in sync, both of them. And then we have quite a little bit of distance behind Shining Storm, because they know, Hanadan knows that Shining Storm does not have a good differential here. Hanadan would want the gap in order to prevent any disruptions to his lap. So let's see what the two McLarens are capable of here. Kurozuha just got to complete the lap. Bruce, but his position stays the same, 127.729. And he hits the wall. So Crusoe hitting the wall in the turn, beyond turn 1, just loss of traction. Hanadan on the out lap, but now let's go on board of him. And let's bring your lap on board our current leader, Hanadan. And that's a 123.462. That Sacramento goes still faster still, 122.6. But you can tell with all the traffic in front of it, how important it is to be really far behind Ferrari traffic as possible. And ghosting really playing into the hands of drivers here, because no, it might have impeded a lap of Hanadan. Meanwhile, his teammate going, of course, 4 seconds slower compared to himself. As you see, the two Mercedes of Darky and Mohele also in sync. Darky goes P4, 123.812. Mohele now, and crossing the line, and thus P11, 127.121. So, it's either going to be Skipper, X-Knights, or Yassizi at risk so far. Skipper, not even a personal best. Not even a personal best first sector, as we have seen. What about Yassizi? Yassizi is now coming out of tunnel section. Let's go board with Yassizi. Yassizi has spun. Ah. Shining Storm has retired as well because he has crashed. He has crashed there, Shining Storm. So that's the McLaren out, unfortunately. We won't be seeing any further participation there from Shining Storm. He is out. We know how important it is to keep the car on track. Skipper's validated the slap as well, but he has time on the board, and that is it. Just needs to perfect sword. Skipper's crash! Skipper's crash! And he's lost the wing again! Oh, Skipper needs to be very careful there. Yassizi, he didn't validate, he didn't, but all he needs to know is that he just needs to cross the line in order to get a time on board. 1:42.536, X-Knight's the last driver to set the lap, which he is now. He's starting to set the lap. Let's go more of X-Knight's and see what lap time he's going to set. It's so slippery out there. X-Knight's first sector of 22.8. That is decent. I'm not sure if the weather is starting to deteriorate once more, because we're not seeing a lot of green sector times appear on our board. It could be the rain is becoming heavier. Skipper into the pits because he has a damage from wing. It is so tricky out there. It is wet qualifying session. 8 minutes remaining on the clock right now. As we see X-Knights. Well, X-Knights now currently well, let's see how he does for the second sector. Just going a little wide there, but still pretty decent. 1:03.6 as he crosses sector 2. Just give it in for a pretty decent lap for X-Knights. Just needs to nail the final sector, which I think has gone a little wide. Give himself space to go through the final sector. Complete the lap. I think this should be clear for him. And X-Knights will do a 1:26.4. He also had a P12 in front of his teammates. So currently, we have Yassizi. The final time on the board, 1:42. Yassizi has time. He needs to improve. Yassizi, if he does, go to the P14. And now Skipper in the drop zone. Skipper is now in the drop zone there. In P16, 1:23.511. So yes, Roshan Robot with that 1:23.6 currently in the chat is watching the stream because he knows he's not going to get eliminated. So welcome Roshan Robot. Stream is really laggy. Yeah, we are aware of that. We're trying to resolve the issue. Unfortunately, we're not trying to see if we can do anything with that. Yeah. Yes, Hadria is also watching the stream. Majority of the drivers already sung lap. Hadria is currently sitting in group P5 in the standings right now. Coming on board, welcome to view the stream to see who will be our driver who's going to get eliminated and take no further part in qualifying. So we already have Shining Storm out there. He has crashed his car, so even in lap time 1:27.3, he's not going to take any further part of qualifying. He'll start P15 at best. The question now is, can anyone beat that time? Skipper's coming out on that. I'm pretty sure Kurozuha and Yassizi would really want to try to improve the time right now. So now we have Kurozuha is the first driver to try to beat Shining Storm's time. He's currently sat in P13, but we all know the times are still going to improve from the back there. Skipper is just about to start this lap. Kurozuha cannot, he does improve to 1:27.474, still not ahead of Shining Storm. What was Yassizi? Yassizi still, no, not even a personal best. Skipper though is the driver at the race. So let's look at Skipper, who's starting his lap. Skipper just starting his lap now through sector 1. Can he have any improvement? Kurozuha improving sector 1. And Skipper's gone off the track. Skipper's gone off again. And at very same corner, he's lost his front ring. He's reversing the traffic as well. And Skipper at serious risk, our championship leader, at risk of getting knocked out in the first part of qualifying. Now, Skipper is 69 points. There's 18 points against Penenden. But if Skipper is going to start in 16th place, does that mean that Penenden has a huge chance to dent his advantage in this current standings? Now we have to look at Kurozuha and Yassizi because they have a role to play in this, and Yassizi's gone backwards. Yassizi's gone backwards, and that is crucial here. It's crucial here for the standings here. It's Kurozuha safe. I think he's got another personal best here. Kurozuha might get in front of Shining. Oh no! He lost his front wing! Kurozuha's also struggling into the penultimate corner, and that is once again. Oh, and this goes a bit. He needs to pit again. And that is giving huge implications in the qualifying standings here in Q1. This qualifying session could have interesting and important moments here for the final standings here. It might be able to be round 4, but the rain here in Monaco has crucial ramifications on our championship standings towards the end of the season. Skipper is at risk, and I'm pretty sure Skipper will, well, is he still trying to complete the lap there, Skipper? Still going through sector 1. Not a personal best, but make sure he gets it done. Skipper's the only driver we're caring about now because he's in the drop zone and he's still trying to get his car around on a hot lap. His car is not damaged. Panadan's still improving, going fastest there with 122.445. Not a lot of drivers are now, they're all in the pits. But now look at Skipper desperately trying to get his time up the board beyond P15. His target is now Yassizi's time of 128.873, so he has about 5 seconds to make up if he wants to get into Q2. The game qualifies Shining Storm as P15, but his time is not good. He's crashed out, but Skipper's gone a purple sector 2. Skipper's gone purple. This is important. Oh, look, shining. His car's just rear end is almost sliding out of place there. Skipper, I think this should be it. Provide a mixture from what he does. So that's safe for Skipper. On to Yassizi. So currently, Kurozuha and Yassizi still in the pits. Both drivers still behind Shining Storm's time. Ducky is retired from the session. So, not all drivers left. All drivers deciding that it's too dangerous to be out on track to improve the lap time now. Keep the lap time, just go into Q2, think about improving later, and save the practice when the track conditions are a bit more sane. So we're not seeing a lot of track action out on track at this stage of the qualifying session. The rain appears to be easing off a little bit, but not enough for drivers to actually go push on track. It's still very dangerous here. Remember, it's Monaco. The only runoff areas here you have here are the walls. Skipper's so determined to improve his time though, and I'm not sure why, but he does. A little bit. 12 milliseconds. Meanwhile, with 1 minute and 15 seconds left on the clock, we do have Kurozuha and Yassizi. And oh, we have X-Nice exceeding track limits. As you saw him speeding across the track through turn 10, that might attract attention of the stewards. Because we're looking at Kurozuha, but X-Nice just speeding across, well, the hairpin there. I don't think that's allowed because we did see a driver getting penalized in Australia for doing that, and now we've seen it again. So this could be crucial. Ramen, I think Ramen got penalized for that. Now X-Nice, well, probably unfamiliar with the race rules. Stewards might be investigating that, but we'll come to that. We'll cross the bridge to come to it. Kurozuha's teammate, well, just starting a lap behind X-Nice. So let's have a look at the times there. In particular, Kurozuha, Yassizi just got enough time to cross. No. I don't think he's got enough. 16 seconds so Yassizi cross the line. Can he cross? No, it's one. So Yassizi's out. Yassizi is out there. He's used reset the track, of course. He's used reset the track. So 2 infractions there. Yassizi has used reset the track. So work for the stewards to be done. Yassizi will conclude the race, the qualifying session last and eliminate it. But there will be investigations going on for Yassizi. For the reset the track feature, definitely. So that is it for qualifying. Our 2 eliminations here for Q1. Yassizi with 128.873 and Shining Storm with the time that qualifies in the top 15, but he will take no further part in qualifying because his car is completely damaged, and that is it. Q1 is officially over. So top 3 as it stands: Panadan with 122.445, Takromancer 122.6, 123.6 for Roshan Robot in third, and our current championship leader, Skipper, 123.7. So Panadan leading 3 JF champions across there: Takromancer, Season 5 champion; Roshan Robot, Season 6 champion; Skipper, our current championship leader, in fourth. So Panadan showing some real extreme pace here in the West in Monaco. So, but they say it is definitely an honor to get pole in Principality, and of course another honor to win it. But Panadan leads us through Q1 with that amazing lap of 122.4 in the West. Will we get dry in Q2? Let's have a look. So just to give a quick recap, it is Panadan, Takromancer, Roshan Robot, Skipper, our top 4. The rest all qualify in the Q2. Only Yasizi and Shining Storm are out of quali. Kurozuha has been saved, of course, by Yasizi's spin. So 14 drivers will take part in Q2, just coming up. So welcome to Q2. Rain is still here. Hurdles are still here. And it's another intermediate session for everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Well, the weather god's not relenting on this one. It's still intermediates. Still the best side for now. Definitely gonna have a little bit of a flurry of cars going out. First up, Takromancer to help us survey the conditions out at the moment. Oh, almost crossing the line. Exit. So, in contrast to Q1 now there'll be 5 drivers who'll be eliminated out in Q2 and will take no part in Q3. So, I'm pretty sure drivers, we know only top 10 will score here as a Formula 1 scoring system. So drivers would definitely be determined to ensure they get a cars into a point scoring position. At least when you start in a point scoring position, it's half the battle won. You just need to finish in a position at the end of the 29 laps we have from here in Monaco later. So Takromancer now leading us through the start of our laps. 12 cars already out, 11 cars already out on the track. We only have 12 cars now, as a matter of fact. We have Panadan, Noom, and X-Knight still in the pit lane. So, Takromancer in the AlphaTauri will lead the grid final corner and will commence his lap, car number 3. Of course, down on Ricardo's number, car 3. And he'll start his lap. Into center vault to go. A little bit wide, but keeps his car on the track. The spray coming out of his tires. So tough to go around here. And once again, if you're looking at the stream, I know it's really choppy here on Twitch, so apologies for the choppy stream. House is still trying to work on it, but we'll bring live updates of the race. Our qualifying session has been carried along. Cameraman, unfortunately, he is also controlling the stream, so if he actually modifies settings now, it might result in the whole lobby being corrupted. So we can't afford to have that happen. So unfortunately, the stream has to last a little bit as it is. I'll do my best as a commentator to bring you the best of the race action and keep you guys updated on news what the race action is going on. But Techromancer, of course, latest news, Techromancer, Purple's Sector 2 record there, 1 minute 9:11. That's really, really quick coming from Techromancer. What about Skipper? Can Skipper beat him? He can, 6/10 faster than Techromancer's Skipper. So the tides have turned there. Skipper with a very difficult Q1. It is in for a stronger Q2. Techromancer 122.0. I think the track's really improving. Tidris goes 9/10s, just 9/10s behind him. So it is really improving there. Times are starting to tumble. Skipper 121.525 already. And I think the times are really starting to tumble. Maple Leaf next across the line. Maple Leaf still not too good in the West. 123.846. What about Darky? Darky, still bad. Von Haley 125.564. Now Heejin, better to see me 123.273. Next up across the line, I think it's Roshan Robot. Well, doing well in Q1. What about Q2 right now? Roshan Robot with 122.211. Darky next across the line does a 122.132. So very competitive front runners here. It could be anyone's game who is going to start on pole. Look at the time. He's at a Skipper. Well, he has the time at Buddytail, but wider. Sorry, 123.841. Doesn't hit. Splits the 2 Red Bulls there. Panadan still on the lap. Panadan purple, sector 2. Once again, Panadan could be, well, beyond for pole. Can he? Yes, he does. By 7/10 of a second, bringing us to the 120s region. Well, he drew the line there. It's like a river between Panadan and Skipper. Another river between Skipper and Techromancer. Panadan has set the competition apart in his very tricky conditions here in Monaco. And I'm pretty sure Panadan can go back to his garage and have a little bit, well, a cup of hot coffee, especially in these cold, wet conditions. I'm pretty sure Panadan will just have a quick little break in the next 10 minutes. So only 2 drivers the other side of that time. It is Noom and X-Knights. Cut-off time currently is with B-Sim 124.273. I believe yes, definitely will go again. I'm pretty sure it's just went again. Not a personal best on that occasion. Meanwhile, Wido looking forward to extend his advantage over the relegation zone. Now doing a very strong sector 2 as he passes through the semi-cool section. But Wido now onto the final sector, final corner, and now hurting his way through the line to improve into P8 123.096, 7/10 of a second improvement. Well, Techromancer's that's a phenomenal sector 2. Well, Panadan goes faster again, but can Techromancer beat him? That's a very strong line from Techromancer. Very consistent sector 1, very consistent sector 2. Oh, slide through the final sector. That's not going to improve his time, I think. But still, a 1 second improvement to 121.0. No match for Panadan still, but that at least puts him ahead of Skipper, which goes even faster now, 126. So it's only 2/10 of a second between Panadan and Skipper. Competition starting to tighten a little bit. What about Roshan Robot? Roshan Robot, 8/10 improvement. 8/10 of a second improvement for Roshan Robot. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he wants a piece of the pie as well. I think the track really starting to dry up now and improving. And we are seeing drivers considering going onto the slicks. It could be drying up soon. 8 minutes remaining. It could be on for a dry end of the Q2. Dry end of Q2 possibly. So drivers are bolting the hot laps, and now we could be in for a dry finish here. So these laps are Panadan and Skipper. Well, they might be leading, but they're not safe at all, so stay tuned. See, X-Knights and Noom really trying to... It's still pushing. They're still trying to get a time on the board, I think. Noom with 21.6, X-Knights with 22.0. Seems like a Noom so far. Noom currently 4/10 quicker than X9s, but it's a very strong sector 1. That's what Noom can do. Oh, he can do anything. It's left time. Red. That's it. What happened now for the tunnel session, and that was this. And as well, X9 did the same mistake. Both of them mirror copy there. In the same corner, invalidated the same corner. No laps on the board for these two drivers. Into the pits they go. Oh, Newman's not pitting. Newman's going for another one. What about X9's? X9's gamble on a dry track. Nope, they're following each other. So it's not a head-to-head round now. Look at New. New is now starting another lap. And it's going to be another head-to-head for final honors there. Can any get into Q3? Cut-off time is to BSIM 124.0. New currently. Oh, a little slidey there. 22.1. Not a personal best, of course. What about X9's? Right behind him. 22.0. Oh, this is tight. This is tight between both of them. Only 1/10 of a second separating them. Through sector 1. What can New do through sector 2? This is the more technical section. Of course, this is where they got invalidated. New now exiting the tunnel. Slide. No invalidation. And that's what you need to do. And for sector 2. 1 minute 1.463 across there. X9 also doesn't invalidate his lap, so it's still all safe for them, for both of these drivers. Just nurse the car all the way in. X9 is now slower than New through the second sector, 2 cents slower than the fact. New now through the final sector, across the line he goes. New does a 1 minute 22.9, goes to B7. I'm pretty sure X9 will be around that region as well. B-Seam now in the drop zone. And I'm pretty sure Heejin will be also down in the drop zone after X9 completes the lap. X9 goes, no, only P11, 123.3, almost, but not knock out Heejin. So he has to go again, definitely. As you see, drivers still coming out of the pit lane to get their lap time. Well, fortunate there. Von Haley, I believe someone has put money on Von Haley Von Haley to do well and then get knocked out, but I don't think he sucks that much, is he? Well, sector 1, Von Haley, I think is on a personal best. It is a personal best by a huge margin, 21.6 in the first sector for Von Haley. So for Volvo, whoever pronounce it, I don't think he sucks, but I think he's on for improvement. He's trying to prove you wrong. Von Haley now out of the tunnel. Doesn't it invalidate? No, he doesn't invalidate. Got a good exit as well. Almost wide. Oh no, he's gonna lose time there. Hopefully, hey, gets right on track again. Is it a personal best and through the second sector? Still 1 second ahead. So even with that mistake, still 1 second ahead. Look at that, Von Haley. Oh, across the swimming pool section, aggressively goes across the curb there. Von Haley really determined to make a stand right here. I don't think this lap is going to be enough to put him out in relegation zone, but it is at least. It should be enough to put him out in last place. And it does put him out in last place, 124.265. Kurozuha is now in last place in 14th. Heejin currently on the out lap as well. He needs to improve. Meanwhile, we have, well, I think New doing a personal best, sector 1. New currently seated in 7th place, of course. And Von Haley is still going faster and improving. So keep an eye on Von Haley. He's definitely on the verge of improving. As we look at Noom now, how far can he go up? We don't know. Noom is strong in this earlier 2 sectors. Not a personal best sector 2, but it's still on for improvements. All supply for sector 3 for Noom. So Noom now across the final corner, penultimate corner for Noom. Down the final start finish rate. What can Noom do? 122.8 doesn't improve. All the sliding didn't help him at all. Von Haley is also losing time, but Kurozuha is gaining as if Heejin. So keep an eye. Let's go on board with Heejin now. It's Heejin. Tense up. Through the swimming pool section. He's getting aggressive now. He knows the priority here. He knows how urgent it is to get a sign on the board. Plus we have a couple of fast cars right behind him. And Excellice beats him going an outlap. Those are threats to him. Puts his car in between New Hedges. 122.939 in P9. As Kurozuha backs out of it, it's going to go again. Panadan once again improves to 121.48. So the bottom four is all head-to-head anyone's game right now. The question now is, who are the four who will be eliminated? They have about 4 tenths to make up there. Gap from Excellice to Hedges, that is. Kurozuha just starting his lap. Now, let's go on board with Kurozuha. Excellice also starting his lap, so both Hasses on a hot lap right now. This will be the final attempt. Who will be the 4 drivers who will be eliminated out in Q2? Let's have a look. Kurozuha, is it a personal best? Huge improvement from Kurozuha there. Half a second up on his former attempt. Fantastic job from Kurozuha. As well as beats him behind as well. Beats him 2 tenths up. So also with Von Haley's pit. Von Haley's pitted. So Von Haley is definitely out of qualifying. Our question now. Von Haley's the first elimination. What about Kurozuha? What about Excellice? What about Beeson? Anyone's game right now. They're all line of stern. Down the long strip between turns 8 and 10 now. Kurozuha. Now the first hairpin keeps it clean. Nicely done. But now the left-hander. Long left-hander. Maintains shuttle very nice. Oh, massive improvement from Kurozuha. That's massively needed. He's so far behind the cutoff time. Sliding through the rain. Now, will that cost him time? Or will it actually be an improvement? That's like Kurozuha there. More cautious there. Yes, still time for one more last gas attempt. He goes on the P12, still in the drop zone, but he'll have 1 attempt left. Excellice now, crossing the line. Goes P10, Hedges down, beats him on the P9. But it's still 1 more attempt. They crossed the line with 1 second to go. Excellice has 1 more attempt. The Haas is still in play. Hedges is now the one in danger now. Hedges is on the hot lap. Hedges is slow. Hedges is not on the quick lap right now. The Haas have a chance. They have a chance. So, is anybody able to knock Hedges out into the drop zone? The question now, the 2 Haas behind. Can they do anything to drop Hedges and Red Bull out into the drop zone? So let's have a look. Kurozuha, not a personal improvement. Excellice also not a personal best in Sector 1. What about Sector 2 here? What can Haas do? What about Beast in behind? Also not a personal best. They used the best on intermediate tires already, I think. Look at that. Kurozuha sliding out of the corner. Out of the exit there. The long left-hander, of course. And not an improvement again for Kurozuha. This is not going well. Excellice is already out. He's invalidated his lap. And they've all invalidated their lap. So game over for the Haas. Both Haases are out in Q2 with Excellice, Hedges, Kurozuha, Von Haley, as well as Shining Sword, who is out in Q2. Heejin, well, he can breathe a sigh of relief. He's going back in the pits, and that's game over here. Both Haases, unfortunately, not starting within the top 10. There are 4 eliminations here: Excellice, Hedges, Kurozuha, and Von Haley. I think we're going to run out of the clock here. For the Aston Martin to get into the garage.
Despite being a notoriously tricky track for overtaking, this race has been won from as low as 14th on the grid. Olivier Panis took victory in the extraordinary 1996 race, in which just 4...
So here are results from Q2. Hamilton in the McLaren once again. Well, 120.148. And the champions again, Taco Mensa, Skipper, and Rashawn Robot. Well, right behind him. And a 1.2 second gap down to Bud Wido. Great performance from Williams here. I'm pretty sure they're looking for a very strong Q3 to get both cars in the points. Darky in P6 once again, leading the pack of very close midfielders. Look at the midfielder. From 5th place, Bud Wido, down to 12th, from 12th place to 5th place. 8 cars within the space of 1 second in this conditions. So, well, I'm pretty sure it's going to be an exciting Q3 on who is the best of the rest from P5. But the question now is, which of these four will be on pole for the Monaco Grand Prix? Better find out in just a few seconds' time. So, what do you have here? It's still raining, but we can see that the puddles in the pit lane are not so apparent now. It's starting to dry up just a little bit. So, we have 12 minutes of running Q3. And the bigger question is, if this rain starts to really ease up, I don't really see a lot. I don't really see a lot of raindrops here out of the box here. If you see this rain continue to ease up, are we going to see a potential dry ending to qualifying? Now, all these drivers are really trying to get a bank lap in. They're all coming out almost all at once here, led by Takamasa once again. Of course, AlphaTauri having their pit box towards the end of the pit lane, so we had a benefit of track position in terms of getting out. Yes, ghosting's on, but having a car in front of you is definitely so much more distracting compared to having a track of their own. So I'm pretty sure Takamasa would really love this advantage zone. So, a total of 9 cars coming out of the pits right now. I'm pretty sure these drivers would really hope to see who's gonna get on pole later. Again, Takamasa really doing great effort to get away a huge covers. Takamasa doing a good job to make sure that he's away from the pack. No traffic to be affecting his lap. In fact, Roshan Robot just coming out of the pits right now. So we all 10 cars out on track. I don't think Roshan Robot's getting away, but probably not. Yeah. Let's go on board with Takamasa. Currently, to see a car, I think, spinning. Oh, yes, Skipper, once again. Skipper is spinning through swimming sections. Oh, Skipper's lost his front wing. Skipper lost his front wing. Across the swing smooth section there. Skipper, he has a pit. His first run is gone. He's lost his front wing. He's gonna ditch his attempt. So game over for Skipper. Run 1 is over. He's gonna run out of sync as compared to the other drivers. Needs to fix front wing, of course, as well. Takamasa now, of course, completing the first sector 20.863. You can tell it's significantly quicker compared to the previous runs there. Maple Leaf, of course, also improving at 21.2. So you can tell the times are really starting to close up now. Ghosting as well. We have Beast right behind him. So, yes, they are still running long. Oh no, we knew his wall down happened. So that's gonna affect his. Does he have damage on you? Noom, does he have damage? So, no, not quite, but I'm pretty sure his lap time's going to be affected. So Noom has to stay as it is. What about Takamasa? Whoa, 58.9 across the second sector. So Takamasa, extreme improvement here. Let's see what his lap time going to be. Is it going to be inside the 1 minute 19s? It is, by just 1:19.971. It is really improving now. The next driver across the line is Maple Leaf with phenomenal final sector to go ahead of Takamasa. What a lap at Maple Leaf. I'm pretty sure, well, we weren't expecting that. Maple Leaf out of nowhere. Well, he's joining the lead pack right now. Welcome there. But Penitent crosses the beam with 1:19.2. Oh my goodness me. What about Roshan Robot now? 20.6, purple sector 1. Oh, this is going to get really interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see Heejin, 1:21.7, BC 1:21.4. Noom a little slower. He's going to set his lap again, which is a personal best. Sector 1, as we can see from our timing board. Roshan Robot, what can he do? Roshan Robot. Through Sector 1, that's good. Sector 2, Roshan Robot. Oh, 58.5, that's great. Sector 2, of course. Oh, he's going to throws the car across the circle section there, Roshan Robot. Roshan Robot now. Final sector for Roshan Robot. Slides his way across the final three. He's like, oh, guess his car. Rotated really well. I think this could be a stonking lap there. It is a stonking lap. Goes P1. 1:19.150 beats Panadan by 6/100ths of a second. What about Neum has invalidated his lap time, so there's not going to count for Neum. But Daki's really trying to improve there. Yeah, I think he's messed up the lap a little bit. So Daki's pitting. Daki's dishing out of it. So no, nothing from Daki. Panadan into the 118s now. Track constantly evolving. So no one's out of question here. It's anyone's game, including this man. We have Skipper, who is starting his lap. Let's go on board with Skipper and see what he's capable of. .7 for sector. That matches whatever the front runners are doing. Should be getting to the regions of Panadan or Roshan Robot there. See what can Skipper do? Entering the tunnel. 8, then 9. Breaks 4 to happen. 10 and 11. So, Skipper's invalidated. He's thrown the lap away. So no time once again for Skipper. Now Skipper, remember, this is not Q2. It's in Q1. It is Q3. Only time he has to keep going. He can't give it up. But he is still stuck in P10. That would be in 1:19.3, which would put him up into P3. And that's not looking good for Skipper now. The time is running out. He can't be invalidating laps like this. And every mistake like this will put him further and further away from pole. So I think it's 2 or 3 more attempts left. Well, another 20.7. Not really improving, but still. Oh. So the 3 cars on hot lap right now: Beeson, Neum, and Skipper. Beeson, not a personal best sector 1. So look at Beeson entering his turns 10-11. Wow, very cautious there, Beeson. Yes, personal best sector 2. I think it's really trying to improve there, Beeson. All to play for in the final sector. So what can Beeson do? Car straighten up, and his lap time is going to be not improvement. Lost quite a chunk of time in the final sector. Neum is doing huge improvement. Stays P8. Skipper finally gets the time on the board. Yes, it is a 1:19.3 he needs. He was running on row 2 as it stands. So, timing is currently, everyone set a lap time except Daki. Daki, no time on the board as of yet. He's currently on the out lap. We're still waiting for him to set the lap time. Has some trouble still, even on this drawing circuit. Ducky now. Let's look at Ducky. He's going to start his lap. We're bringing on board 11 Ducky. Let's go on board with it and on board the Mercedes. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I brought you in to watch a lap on the Mercedes. Well, you made a few mistakes, but you've just witnessed a phenomenal lap from Darky. Well, from midfield, he's on to the front row. In fact, on pole position by 0.2 of a second. Darky on pole from Panadan. Panadan is actually slower compared to Darky in the first sector. Let's go more with Panadan. It's only a personal best in the first sector for Panadan, but it's really a 1.5 tenths slower in the first sector alone. Over football sector 2 for Panadan. Now pushing with 2 tenths ahead. Traffic in front. This is the fact Panadan. Now, oh, Skipper does it. Skipper now. Wow, 3 tenths ahead of Darky already. So track evolving now and now again. Panadan now. Throws gauntlet now into the 117. So we go 179 from Panadan. What about Roshan? Roshan knows he's starting to set the time now, as well as sorry, Heejin next to cross the line. Of course, the key here is to cross the line as late as possible. Maple Leaf staying in the pits there. Oh, he's gonna miss out. He's coming on a pit down, but he knows it's too late to set a lap. Maple Leaf will start 5th at best, and that's only going to become worse when all the drivers behind him are going to set lap times on this constantly drying track. Heejin goes out of P7, 128.55. Now, what about what we see? Skipper and Roshan, of course. Well, Skipper, poor sector 1. Made a mistake there. I think he's gone on warm-up lap again. What about Noob? Is Noob improving? I think Noob's the one to look for there. Noob's improving still. Still very slippery, but he is still improving. Let's look at more Noob. This will be a final lap. Can he get out of last place, that Noob? Noob. Lap sessions into pit. He can't improve. And that's it for his qualifying. But what about all these final runs? Are we going to see any sort of improvement? First across the line, we have Tachomancer. Tachomancer first across the line now. 1.5 second improvement. So this should be putting himself with the front runners. How far ahead can that lap be? Look at Tachomancer in the AlphaTauri. Oh, great exit there. This is going to be a great lap from Tachomancer. P1 for Tachomancer. Ah, we knew that was coming. A 1/4 of a second the gap between himself and Panadan. Over to you, Panadan, but beats him but next across the line, and he's improving hugely in the second sector. What can beats him do? I'm pretty sure this will be he'll be splitting Red Bulls to this one. Yes, he does split Red Bulls with 120.129, but now we have Roshan Robot, Skipper, and Panadan. Oh, trying to break Tachomancer's record 117.633. That is definitely going off the charts here. Skipper pits, so he's giving him his way. He's gonna bin the lap. He's gonna back off. So Skipper starts it. What about Roshan Robot? Only second fastest. Panadan only third fastest. Not improving. They made a mistake in the final runs. It is unexpectedly Tachomancer with a 117.633, and Skipper can breathe a sigh of relief that Panadan is only starting 1 place ahead of him. Oh my goodness me. Tachomancer, where did that lap come from? But that final lap showdown, a 4-way fight for pole. Oh my goodness me. It's JF at his finest again, and we have another pole sitter for the 7th season of DJF. So here are results again. We have Tachomancer with a 117.633. Roshan Robot in second place with 117.782. Panadan in third place, 117.9. Skipper as well. 118.3. Darky closely behind 118.7. Maple Leaf in the pits all the way in 119.7. Great lap from him. B-Sim 121. B Heejin 128.55, but wider, closely behind 120.8. and new completion top 10 of 122.045. Ah, well, what a qualifying that was. I'm pretty sure all of you will be pretty excited to join us again. Ah, so now we're going to go for a quick break, and we come back. We're running through the qualifying results as well. So don't go anywhere. We'll come back once again. Stay tuned.
By continually asking how, we provide reliable access to energy for everyone we serve.
Another day asking how.
Is of course incredibly exciting on Monaco.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the delay there. We're just ironing out some issues with the stream as it stands so far. Thankfully it is already resolved. So what we're looking at now are these results from the earlier qualifying sessions. So let's give you a quick recap in case you just joined in. Our qualifying results so far, we have an interesting fight for pole right there. With Technomancer taking top spot at a 117.6 3. Hit a Roshan Robot at 117.782. Then Panadan with a 117.909. Just a quarter of a second behind. I mean, well, it was pretty interesting there to see Panadan only snag a spot on the second row of the grid alongside Skipper, who will build out of his lap. So Panadan, something must have happened on his lap is there, because he did not improve a single bit on his final run. Now that 179.09 was set on his second attempt midway through the session, and is not in sync with the track evolution, with the drawing of the track towards the end of the session. So unfortunate there for Panadan. Something must have happened on his final run. In fact, it was about a whole second slower compared to his second run. On that final run. So something must have happened to the McLaren car, Panadan. We'll look at it later once we have the time. Along up the top four, we are on the third row. We have Ducky with 118.7. Maple Leaf in sixth place, 119.7. In the three drivers in the 120s, you have B-Sim, Heejin, and Budwido, and Noom, concluding the top 10 of 122.0. And further down the order, in P11, we have X-Knights. Unfortunately, get eliminated there. Both houses are 11 and 13. They'll be looking up to gain some ground from where they're starting at. Idris and Alpine and Von Haley, 12th and 14th out in Q2. In Q1, unfortunately, we have Shining Swarm in McLaren, starting in 15th after crashing out in Q1, starting 15th, and Yassizi, unfortunately, in 16th, because his time did not beat Shining Swarm, unfortunately, so he will start from 16th and last. And of course, we have 17 drivers today, let's not forget. So the 17th and final driver will be Wayne, and he'll be joining Ferrari, the Ferrari team. I'm going to give Ferrari some points here, but just unfortunate that he will be starting in the back. He's giving permission to start Brother Stewart's, and he did not take any part of qualifying earlier, so he will start plumb last in 17th on the grid later. So what to do for our Mr. Consistency in terms of race results, Wayne? But what was consistent there earlier during qualifying session, we didn't see Panadan. Panadan consistently, well, resting on the car, but still managing to end up on top of the grid. Well, that luck ran out, unfortunately. A very unlucky finish for Panadan, of course, to start third, because he looked like the most likely. Well, he was up in the front runners. We know he was a little tight, but Panadan looked the more comfortable of the four. So Panadan obviously will be kicking himself from wondering what went wrong on the final run. But of course, the first few runs were so consistent there. And of course, in Q1, when the track was at its wettest, he looked like the most comfortable of all 16 drivers which participated there. And without further ado, let's have a look at his hot lap video in Q1. So this, of course, was Panadan's first run of the session. And the lap time was a 123.462. Now, of course, he did improve. He did improve his lap time as the time went by, owing to the drone conditions. But his first run, well, I can see the challenges he had to face when he was going along. Pardon for the wrong view being set up. It was Bahrain, as a matter of fact, and there we have it. Panadan, not Panadan, Panadan, in the intermediate tires. You see how difficult it is from the TV part. Look at it, this water drop is just falling down on his visor, and already going wide to the long corner of turn 3, negotiating through turn 4. Look at that, traffic ahead of him. Now imagine if there was no ghosting there. well, even if the car was out off the racing line, it would be a massive distraction, and that's gonna cost him lap time there. And then, of course, on this particular run, he had the luxury to having an almost entire sector to himself. That's getting traffic to the tunnel section. Look at that, he's got traffic in front of him, which he will catch all the way till, yes, exiting tunnel section, and I'm pretty sure of that. Well, it might. You remember, as a driver, you do have peripheral vision because your eyes will be looking towards the end of the corner, cutting a hash over there. And I'm pretty sure that will be distracting, and I can tell that he's really trying to avoid that distractions. You can tell he's trying to ignore distractions, but a distraction is a distraction. Got a little bit off the battle of him. But second straight, look at that, without that traffic, just so calm and negotiated. He can pick his line perfect without worrying about where the other drivers are and affecting his peripheral vision, and he can get the lap done. So, and then of course that first run, oh, the skirmish that was so difficult at for then I'm pretty sure he will really love that lap, but he'll be wondering if it is going to be wet in the race, how's he going to negotiate the circuit like this? So, of course, we see Fernandez and McLaren. He currently second on the standings there, and he needs to do more of this magic if he really wants to close the 18-point gap up to Skipper. As it stands, if Fernandez and Skipper finish where they started, well, it's not going to be enough. The gap will still be at 15 points by the end of race 4, and I'm pretty sure Fernandez will be looking for to take a bigger chunk of Skipper's points towards the end of this race. I'm pretty sure Fernandez will be hoping that Skipper did not get a complete this lap at Q1, get knocked out here in Q1 Q2, and well, have Skipper out of the top 10 and simply start a lower place compared to P4 beside him. And I think Fernandez, well, unfortunately, you will not have Skipper to worry about. Looking forward to the start of this race. So, yeah, and that's Fernandez for you. And go back to the results, and we're now just awaiting the start of the Monaco Grand Prix. It's waiting for one more driver to join us, and we should be good to go. So, looking at the current lobby, we have 2 Red Bulls, 2 Mercedes, 2 Hasses, 2 Williams, 2 Aston Martins. So these are the 5 teams who have full attendance there. We have a Red Bull, Mercedes, Haas, and McLaren, Williams. We have like 5 both drivers and Aston Martin as well. So 6 teams. We have benefit of a teammate there. So 6 pairs of 2, and we have a Ferrari, a sole Ferrari of Wayne. Newman in the Alfa Romeo, the Kick Sauber, AlphaTauri, Alpha Techromancer, Rashawn Robot in the Alpine, the solos there. And now, well, we're giving it a go ahead. Are we not going through Hedris? Oh, Hedris is not joining us, unfortunately. So, Hedris, oh, he has electrical faults, and unfortunately, that means I don't think Hedris is joining us. Yeah, Hedris is not joining us, so we're only down to 16 drivers. Oh. Yeah, a blackout for Hedris. Oh, that's so unfortunate that for Hedris. I mean, external factors like this. Remember, this is it's an esports thing. If electricity goes out of your place, well, unfortunately, well, that's cruel luck there for Hedris. We started so well there, Hedris. Just unfortunate that he's not being able to start. Well, Hedris starting in P12. Obviously, the outside of the points, but definitely it's Monaco, and it's going to happen. Even though, as we see, oh, the sun is out, it's dry, but yes, it's still Monaco. No runoff areas. no heroics in the center vaults. And yes, no heroics in the center vaults. And because of that, yeah, we know anything can happen, but still, remember, for those who are just joining us, we have a reduced safety car, owing to it being Monaco. So we have a limited number of safety cars that's going to occur later. And that's why, of course, we're reducing the standard safety cars to prevent the safety car being a factor in the races. So we definitely want to see some racing here. So management has decided to call it a reduced safety car requirement here in Monaco. So just reminding, in case you're just joining us. And yes, grids form up with 16 cars on the grid. So, formation lap now underway. Sacramento will lead us through the formation lap. Now we have, interestingly, with the absence of Hedris, we now have both passes lining up on the same row number 6 on the grid. X-Knight alongside Kurozuha. So, what we're going to see is that they potentially could be a trap. They may strategically pull off a split strategy option to try to cover some of their points away. Remember, Haas are the team with both of them being permanent drivers. So with both permanent drivers, we all know that it is the prize pool being played for them. So for both X-Knight and Kurozuha, they will be looking forward to working together as a team to maximize the points outlay from this race. So X-Knight and Kurozuha definitely really trying to look for as far as possible to maximize the points from this race, and I'm pretty sure that is gonna be, well, teamwork, making the dream work for Haas right here. Starting from 11 and 12, points is definitely on the cards for them. It is strategically a very good place to start for your Haas. And the bigger question now is, what if you're Wayne Ferrari? 16th place, remember, there was ghosting earlier in the qualifying session, but there's no ghosting in the race. So there will be no ghosting. Anyone's incidents could become your incident if you just unfortunately just run to the back of them. And remember, there's so many blind corners here in the Monaco circuit, and it's so narrow here. So anyone pummeling into the wall, anyone just running right behind that particular driver, may just result in their incident become your incident, and that's the end result. And it is what it is here in Monaco. Drivers will have to be very, very self-aware and track-aware in order to make sure that, there's a collision during formation lap. A ticket has been opened by Skipper because Darky and Skipper, they come together on the formation lap. Skipper wasting no time to raise a complaint with his team there about what happened. Remember, if you are disqualified in the formation lap, you may get investigated by the stewards itself. So Skipper being really quick in order to, well, not get in trouble with the stewards. He's running races on POV. But now, for the race, lights out, and away we go. It's a fantastic start from Panadan though. It's already down the inside of Sean Rowe. Great start from P2. Great damage limitation there. And speaking of damage limitation, all clean through the first corner. And I think Wayne has got a little bit of cover behind Yassizi there because he sees it a slow start already. Well, way behind the rest. And they're all going to continue up through the slow right-hander then, turn 4 and 5. And now, great start around sector two, the zero flag down. I think car into the wall is Shining Storm and McLaren. I think he's lost his run ring. Oh, he's going to be careful. No, I think he just ran into the runoff area. But now Plum lost Shining Storm there. Wayne's up the spot to 15th. But all in front, still understand. Kakamansa from Panadan, from Rashawn Robot, then from Skipper, then Darky. Right now, Skipper is falling away from Rashawn Robot. Panadan's tackled the top tree and really, well, pulled away from the pack there. They're going to work together to try to build that gap over the pack. But Panadan's looking aggressive. Oh, I don't know if you're Panadan, what are you supposed to do? Are you going to work together with your competitors with you? Or are you going to try to race them to lead the pack? The question now is, Panadan, you're in a dilemma because you're trying to get as many points away from Skipper as possible, but at the same time, You have to work together to try to defeat Skipper. Keep an eye on the gap between Skipper and the Roshan robot because that is going to be pivotal to how Panadan's strategy is going to work. The crucial thing now is Skipper going to try to catch up? Is going to be a more offensive game for Skipper, or is it going to be more defensive against Skipper? Because Darky's over the back of him. But for the front tree, it is going to be a game of strategy now. The game of chess begins now. Meanwhile, we're just looking behind. Another long gap there between Von Haley and Beeson, so that's going to be a huge trend falling behind again. But now Skipper appears to have broken away from Ducky a little bit. He's trying to close into the front tree. So this is still going to be Tachomancer from Ducky, Tachomancer from Panadan from the Roshan robot. But the gaps are really close now. The top tree separated by just half a second. No moves in the turn one. No heroics in the center board. It is in the top tree. I understand, but Skipper is now joining the front. And the DRS is now enabled. So attacks are now inherently possible. Like the Shining Storm, Wayne into the pits. Wayne going, oh, Wayne's on the hard tires. Wayne on the hard tires. This is going to be interesting there. Wayne is going to go long. Nothing to lose there from Ferrari driver. He has a massive undercut over the rest of the pack. What is Wayne? Well, Wayne's going to have a huge pace advantage over the rest towards the end. And technically, mandatory pit stop done for Wayne. He can go to the end possible if he can nurse those tires to the end. Remember, Alex Albon, Australia 2023, 51 laps on those hard compound tires. Can Wayne pull that Alex Albon and try to move to the end of the race? Now, the gap between himself and Yazizi, remember, is on the soft compound tires. He needs to come in anyway. But Wayne, 18 seconds to Yazizi. He's going to try and nurse those tires at the end. But it could be a strategical genius move from Wayne. The rest we have to look out for. Meanwhile, Ducky, I don't want to be doing that this early in the race. Lap 4 already with a penalty there to his name. Albie getting fastest lap, but the penalty is going to linger there as we see a move. The festival of Roshan robot. Whoa! Down the inside of the long left hander. But that was so dangerous by Roshan robot. Oh my god, what a move into the corner. That was not conventional at all. The move into turn number 3. Well, you put Panadan a little bit into the water as a big compromise. Now next to Skipper. So the order now is where they started. It is now Tachomancer from Roshan robot from Panadan, Skipper, Ducky, Maple Leaf, the top 6 completely unchanged. Where they started, all of them on the medium compound tires. Only new but the hard compound tires now. So top 7 definitely have to try to burst this medium compound tires to the end and make sure they can last as long as possible. Roshan robot now, but is now all the back of Tachomancer, and then still not closing into Roshan robot still. Does he have damage? DRS is now turned wide open. No DRS for Tachomancer, but Roshan has it. No move swing mate still. The top 4 still Linus in there. Now Ducky's fallen away from the pack. And Ducky's actually in the world of its own now because the Maple Leaf is also not catching to Ducky. So we're going to see some huge gaps being formed out right now. We see the top 4 still Linus in now. And now keep an eye out. Remember I say keep an eye out on Wayne. Wayne is now just 13.3 seconds away from the pack. 12.6 seconds now. Does X9 have a problem? X9, I think it's nursing his car around. Does he have a problem? I don't think it's because you're going this slow normally, but oh, he's going. No, it's like a pace. But Wayne's closing in at an astonishing rate now. 11 seconds, 10 seconds. Look at that. Wayne is on a charge. I think everyone has a look at Wayne now. Let's turn our attention to the leader timing page. Wayne is now just 37.2 seconds off the lead, and I think this is going to be crucial there. Wayne is going to be a threat towards the end of the race because he's really mashing the leader's face and he's closing into the pack at astonishing rate. Look at that. Now 36 seconds from the lead. He's really on the charge. leaders-wise, I think they're going to work together because they know there's a charging Ferrari right behind them, which could be disrupting the whole flow of the race. And look at that from Tachomancer. You don't want to be doing that too often. And now look at that. Darky is actually closing in. That's Tachomancer. Tachomancer is just managing the pace, but his A managing a bit too much. But I think he needs to get going right now. No DRS through the tunnel section is only to start from the straight, so there's no overtaking done there. Is this train, as we say, is the Monaco train, is starting to form up already on lap 6 out of 39. I think, this is not going to. No, it's going to be a game of chess between these four to see who ends up on top. How good are your inlaps? How good are your outlaps? And how good do you end the pit lane? That is going to be pivotal to you winning Olympic races. One penalty, you've got a 3-second time penalty, giving multiple warnings. Oh, you don't want to be doing that. Let's see Wayne now. Big question. He's going to catch up to he's going to catch X-Knights pretty soon. The gap now 6.4 seconds. Both Hasses apparently not doing too well there. They're down to 13 and 14. Seem to be 14 and 15, but Wayne continues at this pace. CC's really holding them up. That's good. I believe Wayne's going to catch this pack up at the end of the next lap, so keep an eye out on that charging Ferrari. Oh, the sector 1, there's a problem there. There's a problem. Yazizi's hit the wall, and Wayne is already through. Yazizi's ran wide, and multiple warnings on these two drivers. Penadin, 3-second penalty. Roshan also has a 3-second penalty. They've went across the curb at 10, 11, and that's got the other penalty. Now Skipper's in the hot seat because he does have a penalty. He can sit down in 4th place and finish the race as it is, and ahead of Penadin. The championship standings are wide open now because of that penalty, and now Skipper is going to outscore Penadin and say it because of that 3-second penalty. Now Skipper we know there is no time for him to charge. He needs to be careful with the track limits. Well, otherwise he's going to be falling afoul of those limits as well. Those penalties, those are crucial there. And now still, Sean Roberts really something hanging back a little bit because he knows if he charges too much, that penalty is going to come to him. He needs to be careful. Now the top 4. It could happen, and the yellow flag in sector 2 is just easy again. Oh, he's facing the wrong way. Oh, he's hit the barrier again. Be careful, he might get disqualified. Just easy. Yes, he's now facing the right way, but he's got his front wing damage, and I think those soft tires are already worn out. Yeah, they're green. They're completely green. Needs to pit, definitely. Meanwhile, the top 4 still line astern. You see, trying to offensive move. Oh no! Oh, Penadin tapping Rashad Robot a little bit, but now Skipper's going to skip on Skipper. Skipper is past. Skipper is past. Penadin, he's up in the 3rd place. The offensive move by Penadin has cost him. And now it's Skipper in the 3rd place. That's why you have to calculate your moves correctly. Penadin got greedy there, and now that's cost him a place, and he already has a penalty hanging on his head. I think he's really getting a little bit too impatient there, and that's also allowed Tachomancer to escape down the road already out of DRS range for the rest of them, and now Darky's is closing in on this for you. It's going to be a battle for 2nd, running a battle for 1st now. Still a 4-way fight, but now instead it's Darky joining the fight. And meanwhile, look at Wayne. Wayne is past X-Knights, down inside the turn 1. Fantastic move by Wayne, up in the P13. Now Wayne is going to catch up. The advantage now is going to catch up with Kurozuha. Wayne is on a charge now as a P13. He's really closing in. Look at that. The traction race on Wayne to Kurozuha. Down all the back for P12. Wayne trying to make it to move down inside. No, not quite. But it is still Wayne on the charge. He's being patient here. Now, by the time they get to the next DRS zone, I think that's going to happen. Look at that. Wayne inside of the hat sandwich now. He's going to try and move down the tunnel section, I think. I think he's going to try and do that. And now Wayne on the charge down to Kurozuha. Kurozuha now. I don't think he's going to get it. Wayne, no, not quite. I don't think he's going to make a move now. But the gap is really closing in. Look at Wayne now. Shooter swing position, just almost pushing Kurozuha along with him. I'm pretty sure it's going to get him down the next straight. Oh, look at that. X9 trying to work together Kurozuha to get him. But I think it's too late. Oh, mistake by Kurozuha. And Wayne gets through. Wayne on the P12. And I think X9 is going to go through as well. Good charge by Wayne. He's already up into P12. We look back to the battle for the lead. Takumenta versus Roshan versus Skipper versus Pandadan now. As we see Shining Storm getting out of the way. He's already being lapped. So bottom two drivers are already being lapped by the leaders on lap 10 out of 29. But train the top four now is still leading away. And we see yellow flag in sector 3. Not sure what happened. But we continue racing. It's still Takumenta from Roshan, from Skipper, from Pandadan. And oh my god, Roshan Robot. Oh, almost hitting a wall there. And Ducky's gonna get him, man. Roshan Robot, what's happened to him? Well, lots of mistakes happening here today. And that's not one you see Roshan Robot typically doing, eh? Now look at that. We have Takumenta and Skipper. Skipper is trying to chase Takumenta for the lead. And now Takumenta, whoa, lockout from Takumenta. I'm pretty sure Skipper is going to, oh no, it's going to be it's a 5-way fight now. All the drama there. Ducky's joining a fight for the lead. We have a 5-way fight for the lead, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go anywhere. I think this whole new game is just getting started. All of these 5 in a huge DRS train now. And then a 3.5 second gap back down to Maple Leaf. But any of these 5 drivers are in contention for the race victory to take the flag here in the Principality. Anyone's giving it on. Roshan making another horrendous mistake there. And it's going to be vulnerable to Ducky. Ducky having DRS over him. Roshan is out of DRS range after the slip up there. He needs to catch up. Skipper really closing in on Takumenta. Skipper, almost hitting Takumenta. Skipper's getting a little impatient there. And now that's going to leave more room better than Pandadan now. Is he going to try to move inside? No, he can't. No room available. Takumenta still managing, and the Shining Storm got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. See Skipper still trying to close in a little bit on attacker, but can't find a way through. He's pushing now. Closing in. Roshan Robot, I'm not sure if he has the DRS. Is it cross detection zone there? I don't know, but now Skipper looks really close now. He's deploying, trying to make a move. No. Takumenta stays ahead, but I think they're broken. DRS over Pandadan now. Takumenta, I think, now trying to push Skipper to carry on because now he said, oh, Shining Souls are retired. Shining Souls return at the long corner there. Now, will that be a safety car? Because that was a crucial spot. But we have a reduced safety car, so we don't think we have a safety car. And there's a green flag, yes. Nothing happening there. One coming down. No safety car. Race as normal. Pandadan now in third. Only going to get about 15 points at most. Skipper is still going to outscore him in this race. Now we see. Race is still closing in. Closing in on Takumenta's Pandadan as well now. The DRS train once again opening up. Activated his battery there, Skipper, and now he wants to go for a lead, and he tells takes the lead after all that tussling. Skipper is our new race leader. Takumenta now being a bit more vulnerable to Pandadan. Roshan Robot. Skipper wants to put in some gaps between himself and Pandadan. He knows he has to do that. He's slowing down. What happened to Skipper? He's slowing down. He's backing a pack up there. Well, into a group of 5. So is that a little bit of Carlos Sainz Singapore strategy there? Well, Skipper appears to be doing it in a very different way of leading a pack compared to Taco Mansa. He seems to be backing the pack up. So, very interesting strategy from Skipper, as he wanted to give Taco Mansa DRS to defend himself against Panda. Look at that, Taco Mansa. Oh, Taco Mansa! He's got a penalty now. So as it stands, of the top 5 fighting for the lead, is only Skipper without a penalty. But he can dictate. The thing is that he can dictate who's going to finish second. We all know Skipper as it stands is going to win the race with all the penalties there. And oh, it's going to do the undercut. He's pinning. And Roshan decides to pit too. Get rid of those tires. It's going to be a battle of the pit sound. Now, hard tires coming on for both of them. And oh, it's being held up. What's going on? Oh, front wing change for Skipper. Is it front wing damage for Skipper? Ah. So he had front wing damage. No wonder he's just trying to get rid of the tires ASAP, but he's going to waste lots of time inside the pit lane. Roshan comes out in front. We all know how important track position is here. So it's all dependent on the Taco Mansa to do the best in-lap they can to cover the undercut. Now, you see, let's see how far can they go with that. Maple Leaf is still out there. I don't think it's going to be a huge factor. Panadan and Taco Mansa, I think they are going to come in really soon. Wayne is now closing in from here, so to speak. You see Panadan and Taco Mansa, how are they doing? X9 also making Lusso into the pits. Is Panadan coming in? Is he going to cover in? Yes, he is. Taco Mansa? No, Taco Mansa is going long. Taco Mansa is going long with those medium tires. Does he think those mediums can last him longer? We don't know, but let's have a look at Panadan's pit stop. Also hard tires. Take a look at where Skipper is now. Skipper coming through the final corner of the circuit. Clean there. So he should be able to get behind front. No, we don't front wing change, but look at Roshan Robot. Roshan speeds out turn 1 and it's a clear-cut winner. What about Skipper? Skipper still behind, but the gap should be coming closer there. Don't forget, Panadan's on the cold tires. Skipper had massively spent the previous lap warming up the tires, and the undercut has worked for Roshan Robot. The gap should be up to 1.5 seconds. Roshan Robot massively over Panadan. I'm pretty sure the other teams should be looking at this and know how powerful the undercut capability is here. And now the bigger question is, where is B-Sim and but wider? These two are the next to be talking about concern about the undercut capability of medium compound tires. So take a look there. We have another battle there. Taco Mansa versus Darky, as well as the B-Sim and but wider. Now this is crucial here in terms of who's going to win the head-to-heads here. Now, Taco Mansa going for the overcut. Finally coming to Mr. Darky, but where is this going to bring them? Concept of do whatever he doesn't do, but it's going strong here. Let's see what happens. Quick change on hot tires. But look at that, Roshan Robot already speeding past him. Panadan speeding past him. Where's Skipper? Gone past him. And even that front wing change, Skipper, the fastest of the race, gone, and look at it. Oh, to the pit lane. Darky past Taco Mansa. One action from Darky. And you say Max Verstappen overtaking in the pit lane? Oh, Darky really using a benefit of the ghosting there. He goes past Darky, goes past Taco Mansa through into turn 1 in the pit lane. Well, I'm not sure if that's allowed, but wow, Darky's got an advantage, and Taco Mansa, by attempting that overcut, has cost himself a potential win and is now down in the 5th place. And look at that, even the gap to Maple Leaf, where he was 5 seconds before that, is now down 3.9. So, well, we look further back into B-Sim and but wider. This could be the next battle here we're looking at, and I'm pretty sure that Aston Martin or Williams team will be looking at what's going on and telling one of the drivers to cover up to do the undercut. Now, when is B-Sim or Wido going to pit? This is a big question here. This is the closest battle we have on track right now. The gap now about 0.6 of a second, but the question is, the question of pitting would be the big question mark here. So, B-Sim, about 7/10 ahead of Wido. Are they going to appear in the pits at the same time? Are they going to like cover each other off and just pit at the same time? No, they're still going on. Still on the sun there. B-Sim and Wido. Eugene been closing on New. On the start finisher behind, and I'm pretty sure he's going to get past. Oh, down the inside. Oh, he's cut the corner. He just cut the corner. And through turn one, he might have to give the place back. He gives the place back. But he cut the corner, overtaking. Thankfully, he did. And yes, he gives the lead on the day. But meanwhile, B-Sim and Wido battle for seventh in the race currently. 17 lap old mediums. I think those are very, well, extremely worn out tires now. It's not a gap now between Maple Leaf and B-Sim. Well, already 20 seconds. And the top 6 only completely second because the rest of the pack play a full pit stop. So there's two different categories. There is 41 seconds between Maple Leaf and B-Sim. The rest of really out of the running. Now, I think it's high time we see B-Sim and B-Sim. Yes, B-Sim comes to the pits, but Wido stays out. So could be a mistake from Wido not to go in, or is he really gonna go and make his tires last? We don't know. Finally, B-Sim is into the pits. New set of hot tires, and the new front wing has got front wing damage, huh? He's going to come out. He's going to come out in front of X-Knights. This is super crucial. X-Knights now through the final corner. And he's going to live the throttle now. Oh, he's going to open and go on. Now he goes. Quickly go, B-Sim, because you know the hazard's coming at you. Who's going to come out first? Oh, hit the wall. It's hit the wall, is it? Because in the rush, he's gone out. Well, in the haste, he's hit the wall. B-Sim, let's see if damage. They're going to hit. There, sideways down the turn 3. Oh, X-Knights has to yield, but all that battling, all the tussling, is it gonna give? Is it gonna give but Wido that coverage he needs? But now down inside because X-Knights, B-Sim lets him through. I think B-Sim is a problem. X-Knights is true. X-Knights is true to happen, and then battling has tossed B-Sim big time. And now but Wido definitely see what's going on. He's gonna pit. And now it's really going to hinge him inside. It squeezes hinge into the wall. It squeezes hinge into the wall as well by Wido. And now big traffic jam has occurred. Do they cancel each other? But Wido, extremely, he did not need to be battling Heejin there. Heejin did not need to be battling there. New is closing in on him. But now what's going to be the end result of this? Do they have damage? And the question is, who's going to come out in front? And the answer now is... But Wido, he has a good lead. No, with all that battling, I think B-Sim has just cost himself. He's got overcut. He's got overcut thanks to the Haas. Thanks to the Haas of X-Knights. X-Knights has technically undercut B-Sim big time and caused B-Sim in another position to put Wido under a pit stops. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is why. Monaco, you have to outsmart your competition. You can't just do it through raw pace itself. This is the end result. B-Sim losing out on a points playing position thanks to, well, simply just poor race planning. Oh. Meanwhile, let's have a look at another battle on track. It's on the drivers of the same strategies. Ducky uses Tacromancer. A battle for 4th place, Ducky versus Sacramento. Now, you see Ducky in the Mercedes. Under huge pressure for Sacramento now, having lost that lead in the pit stops. I think Sacramento is really really hard to get that place back. Now 4.5 tenths. Just really trying to close it back up. have another JAF company as well. I think it's Kurozuha in the mix as well. But it'll be Ruth Nicewear is getting lapped. Meanwhile, Tucker is still over the back of Daki. They want to happen to go. No heroic is out from Takamasa. No heroic is out from Takamasa still down in the 5th place. Meanwhile, we're seeing I think they're going through into the tunnel now. It's going to be Daki leading Takamasa into the tunnel. Getting out a quarter of a second as we speak. Oh, not quite. And Takamasa still to stay behind at its point of time. It's going to be another attempt down the start finish straight. So now we see Takamasa having another dose of DRS over Daki. As speed down the start finish straight. Can Takamasa pass Daki down the start finish straight? Is it going to be down the outside? But employing the batteries? No. Still Daki in front of Takamasa as it stands. Well, Wayne, 19 lap hot tires, really up to 8th place. That's a jump from Ferrari driver, lost to 8th already. I think time is running out. It's already, I think he's hoping for it to be a full lap race. We're just turning our laps. He's really enjoying himself there. Good recovery drive from Ferrari driver. Meanwhile, still going back to the Daki Takamasa battle. Still see Daki still closing in. Daki still following the clutches. Takamasa really going on for 6 laps this battle. So Takamasa really closing in on Daki as now they enter through the tunnel section. Takamasa now 3 tenths back, 2 tenths back. No deployment, but now he's trying to have it. He's looking down inside, saying Daki, hurry up. Not quite making a move right there. Is Takamasa, and Takamasa still running in 5th place and not getting the best out of Daki now. Now approaching the swimming pool section. Oh, just pushing Daki along now. And it's hoping, really hoping that Daki is making a mistake and trying to make it down the inside. He can't make it down the inside. Having a DRS from next lap again. Start finish straight to commence lap 25 hours 29. Now with the DRS. Is he close enough? Daki's going to defend down the inside. He's going to know. He's Takamasa solo gap down the inside to go. Oh, he's got a corner. Is it all forwards off the track? Doesn't even get the place back. I think it's valid. I think it's a valid move. He keeps the placement. He stays. He stays P4. So quite on the edge here. We saw a lot of moves down to turn 1. Being classified as invalid, but that was valid. So he's going to say P4. Great job from Takamasa, but that battle is really cost him 10 seconds to skipper all the way. So he needs to start closing in the gap. He has only 15 laps to do so, and it's going to be a good tall order to close the gap down to skipper. Well, up in front, I don't know what's going on, but the gap is now closing in. Roshan must have made a mistake again, but it's sliding, very sliding car. Handadan is now closing in on him with DRS. You might look at a net change to the lead here. Look at that. Handadan versus Roshan. We have not a battle for the lead here. Oh no, skipper still without penalty. And that could be pivotal. But as far as Handadan is concerned, he will want Roshan Robot to get out of his way so that he can start pushing faster. But right now, no, Roshan is still in the lead. He has traffic. It's traffic for him. And skipper is quickly closing up on this. So, looking at Pandadan, you go on board with him. Let's go on board with Pandadan to see how is he closing in Roshan Robot through the tunnel section. He's really... Oh, no, he's not. He's not making a move there, but skipper, no. He might have DRS. He's always winning DRS. Reach up Pandadan here. And Pandadan is really getting desperate to... X9 is going to retire. We have a DNF. What's going to happen there? Down the ending turn 11. Yes, he's hit the wall. He's hit the wall. Hit the cup, up the cup, in the wall. One has out of the race. Now, out of Kurozuha to score some points. But X-Knight's on his debut race. It has huge disappointment there for X-Knight's. Oh, it can be so much better, but it's out of race. It's out of race in the barriers. And it's not what every racer wants to do. No city car though. Cars have been cleared. So we keep racing. No implications on the front from the lead now. It's to Roshan Robot and Pandadan leading the race. We're going to see any moves. No moves being made still. see Rashawn. So defending against Panda then. Nothing being made now. Oh, he just left the session. There's a glitch out. He's sliding again, look at that. Rashawn, that throttle was just not breaking well for him, and now Panda is closing in. He's really struggling that Rashawn robot. What's going on? Whatever it is, that slide in. Skipper is close up to him, so Skipper has joined in this fight, and much to the chagrin of Panda, then he really wants to get past Panda then because Skipper's closing in now. He's getting impatient here. Whatever Rashawn Robot's doing is really helping Skipper to get back in the fight and lead the race once again. It's gone through a battle again. Look at how impatient Panda Dan is. He's getting extremely vexed at the waiting now. Gonna try to dive down the side. No, he thinks he knows better than that. But that train is really testing the patience of whoever is following them. Especially if we're talking about the whole World Driver Championships online. It is testing the patience of Panda Den, who really want to get a move on here. Rashawn Robot is really not helping his cause. For all it's worth, Skipper is now close to the Panda Den, and Panda Den is with Rashawn. So this whole battle is now topsy-turvy here as now they begin to let more cars get all the way down BC. The average from BC now is already lapped. That's crazy. Now Wayne also. Wayne is well, someone's finishing on the top 4 every race. Wayne is about to get lapped by the race leaders. This is the first. I've never seen Wayne get lapped before. Whatever's worth, Rashawn now has DRS on Wayne. And that's really helping him. I know you want to stay behind a quick Wayne there because Wayne is quick. That's number one. Number two, by staying behind Wayne, he will have DRS. So look at that, Rashawn Robot just slowing behind Wayne to use that DRS. Or is he gonna pass him? He can't. As much as he wants to enjoy the benefit's over there. Wayne is getting lapped. Well, the blue flags don't apply because this is ghosting there. They know the rules. They know the lobby setup, and well. Goodbye, Wayne. Unfortunately, Rashawn Robot would really dearly have Wayne right in front of him and just say, no blue flags. I want you in front of me. I want your DRS. But nope. It's gonna be all 3 of the race leaders passing Wayne. Now, meanwhile, we have another back market that's about wider. Oh, and look at that. Rashawn Robot is safe again because he has another back market giving him DRS. It is about wider now. The driver who has passed Wayne, and now he's helping the race leaders. Look at that. Oh, no. Panda Dan is so pissed now. Oh, my goodness. What rotten luck for Panda Dan for Rashawn Robot to catch those back markers at those inopportune places. Because I mean, there's nothing you do about it. It's just where the car catches him. If you're within 1 second of the back marker in that DRS detection zone, you get a DRS. No matter if it's a back marker or a car you're trying to chase, but you get a DRS. And that's a gift for Rashawn Robot. And Panda Dan now is gonna finish a 3rd place now, ahead of Skipper. Skipper's definitely gonna win. And now after this race, the gap between the 2 drivers is gonna extend to 25 points. Skipper, as it stands, will be a full race win ahead of the competition. That's gonna spell huge for the whole championship landscape right here. If it stays as it is. And now as we begin lap 30 out of 39, no back marker track for Rashawn Robot now, and I'm pretty sure Panda Dan will be looking forward to taking this opportunity. He's really getting close now, not close enough. So the top 3 now continue their way into turns 2 and 3. Still line of sun from Rashawn Robot, Panda Dan, Dan Skipper. Well, speaking of which, the battle between Takameta and Ducky has really fallen away from this back. 12.5 seconds away. So Takameta and Ducky in the battle of their own right now. These battle of the champions here with Sean, Hendon, and Skipper. Oh, there's a lot of cinema, absolute cinema for us to look at for the remaining 9 laps of this race. So now we're going to start lap 31 out of 39. DRS wide open. Ducky's got another 2-second time penalty for multiple warnings, so I guess Sakura's going to steal it at P4. Safely indeed. In fact, Maple Leaf might just get P5 over to the penalties there. But actually no, Maple Leaf will get P4 because he's within 3 seconds of Packer as well. So Maple Leaf could be the best rest here. Who knew? Who wanted an outsider score there? Maple Leaf is best of the rest in 6. Currently sitting 6 on the road, but he will be a P4 once the penalty is being applied. Great job from Maple Leaf for just staying out of trouble there to finish in 4th. Fantastic job there, but meanwhile, the top few is still even. Stevens is still going to be Roshan from Panadan from Skipper. Oh, look at that. Lap 22 out of 39. Not much happening. Top 3 running wild stun. Skipper is pretty closer now. Can Skipper try to make a move on Panadan? No, not quite. Oh, but Panadan's made a mistake. He's sliding on turn 1. And that's going to give Skipper a good run now to turn 2 for him. And with that mistake being applied, I think Skipper's going to get him. Skipper's going to get him on the road. He's going to try down the inside, and no. Panadan defends the line well, and stays 2nd in position. Now lock up by Panadan, though. It's such heavy bricky zone to happen. A Roshan Robot, Season 6 champion, and now currently joining in Alpine as a reserve driver, is now in great shape to win the race on the road. No, he got a penalty there. He should surely be asking himself, oh, why did I get a penalty? But now that's gonna be pretty tough. Good better one. Meanwhile, to bring you back on terms with what's going on behind, Wayne is on 28 lap hard tires. And is now holding up a pair of drivers on fresher tires, much fresher tires behind him. Look at that. Well, with Noom and B-Sim right behind it. It's holding on pretty well. Here on terms is still running solid 8th place for Wayne. New, well, we still go on with lots of back markers here. Lockups, traffic really happen right now. It's a huge mess. What's going to happen? So the question is, whatever's going on in front, we are seeing any battles going on behind as well. So, Sean, Panadan, and Skipper, Wayne, Noom, and B-Sim. Can we guys post it on the battles to go? First battle on the line, Rashawn, Panadan, Skipper. Rashawn without any yards, of course. With no moves being made so far, it still stay first, second, third, as it is. Now the battle between Wayne, Noom, and B-Sim as they come up. Well, no moves being made now, but I think we're gonna have DRS. So Wayne, Noom, and B-Sim. Are we gonna see any moves on Noom? No, not quite. It's still Wayne holding up 8th place pretty well on 30 lap hard tires. So it's even Stevens now. But now what about the front? train at the front is still staying. Yes, it is. We see a side-by-side action from Mume and Beeston, so going a wheel to wheel. I think time's running out now. Roshan versus Panadan Skipper. There's 5 more laps to go. So now the battle begins. Roshan, Panadan Skipper through the main straight. Are we going to see any moves? Panadan's closer this time. No, not quite. No moves being made. Still, as it is, it's Roshan from Panadan from Skipper. Continue the way as it is. Second battle. Anything happening there? They seem also a bit closer. And now New and Wayne. New is also closer. Is New going to try a challenge? He's going to mount a challenge. Go side by side. They're side by side. New around the outside. Oh no, moves being made. Now they're continuing away through the long straight. This battle's unfolding now. They're now wheel to wheel. Wayne defends and keeps the 8th place extremely well. Or for all it's worth, I think Wayne is instigating this battle between New and Beesim, hoping one of them makes a mistake and he can continue on his way there. For what it's worth, look at Wayne. That strategy is just, well, a YOLO strategy, nothing to lose strategy. Wayne is just keeping on the road perfectly. Picture perfect that. 31 lap old tires. Still working so well for him. Battle in front still as it is. Roshan from Panadan, then Skipper. Now, New. Now they're closing in. Now they're closing in through the long straight. Now, New onto Wayne. DRS wide open. Closer this time, running out of battery. No, Wayne defends perfectly. Picture perfect from Wayne. And now it's like goes up, as somebody says, at 8th place. So far, we have another incident. Yasizi in the turn 1 is went to the barrier. He is using a round of area. He's going to turn around again, and he's on the right way again. So green flag racing once again. Back to the battle between the top 3. It is now. Roshan, Panadan, and Skipper. DRS wide open. Any moves being made? No. No moves. So it's gonna be like this? I don't think so. You see, someone's gonna get impatient behind. Let's try and make some making lunges here and there. But they haven't really patient with each other there at the top, showing each other respect. And it's the status quo right now. Oh, well, Wayne and New. New having DRS. Decent pits. Tarzan and oh, New down inside. New made a dive bomb and made the dive bomb work on Wayne. A nice dive bomb from New, but oh, I knew the patience was gonna run out. And this New passing Wayne right there for 8th place. What about the front? Yeah, how the patience coming along? I suspect one of them is going to start losing at some point. Now, look at that. Panadan and Skipper. You know, the gap is still less than a second between the top 3. And now, DRS again for Roshan Robot on the Haas. He's only on the Haas to Kurozuha. He's going to get a lap a second time, I reckon. He's going to get a lap a second time. It's pass again. And that's how you utilize the DRS game, ladies and gentlemen. Roshan Robot outsmarting the competition with the DRS game. Or was he just lucky? I don't know. We'll find out more in the podium interviews later, but whatever it is, this whole DRS game is keeping himself ahead of the competition and helping him cross the line in first. down tunnel section. The CZ got a true second time penalty. Tree still line stun now from Rashawn Robot. Skipper is getting very close to Panda now. I don't know if anything's gonna happen now, but whatever's happening, Rashawn doesn't appear to be using any of that DRS, a battery. He's only using a battery to defend against Panda down the straight, so whatever he's doing, he's harvesting battery very well in order to prevent any sort of overtaking from being made. Still maintaining the lead extremely well there. All his work, Panda is the one losing battery. Look at that, the lights flashing on the back of his car shows he's harvesting battery. So, the managing Skipper looking most poised to just stay behind the rest and win the race. And she was all session to go. I honestly don't think there are going to be any moves because I think they're really happy to finish where they are right now. Skipper, by staying in third, he's going to win. He's going to get first place by virtue of penalties. But Rashawn Robot is going to get happy with the second place at reserve driver Panadan. And just take a turn. He can't do anything because he's now a battery, but whatever it is, it's already final lap as we speak. And now, Rashawn Robot, now across the final corner, will lead the whole entourage in to win the Monaco Grand Prix on track. But Skipper will inherit the win by virtue of penalties. And now look at that. Whatever's going behind him, Taco Manson, Ducky. Will it be a photo finish? We don't know. But a penalty is being applied. Well, they cross the line 4th and 5th. Maple Leaf will go in 6th and inherit 4th place by virtue of those penalties. Fantastic job by Maple Leaf. And Wayne's got a penalty at the very final moment on those 35 lap. Oh, hard tires. He's down to 10th. Hopefully, he wouldn't have to fall down out of the points. Wayne down to 10th. But, well, his nursing was tires to the very end, Wayne. But, sliding and sliding around. I think it was tires are done for. Look at that. He's drifting car like this. And can Heejin get him? I think he's got a puncture there, Wayne. Wayne crosses in 10. Heejin 11. Wayne is still in the points. But what a stint that is. 36 lap of hard compound tires. Salute, ladies and gentlemen. Salute. And of course, our driver of the day, Skipper, for winning the race. And simply just staying clean and out of the barriers. What did I say about Monaco? You don't win the races the conventional way here. You try to be creative, and the most creative submission wins. And in that case, it's Skipper ahead of Rashawn Robot with the most creative methods and thus inheriting the win. And now the gap in the championship is now 25 points between Skipper and Pendaden. A full race win as a buffer for Skipper against the entire competition. That is your race results today. It is Skipper from Rashawn Robot, then Pendaden, the top 3 for today. So only turning on 14 finishes, and we have, look at that, everyone down from but Wido was completely lapped, completely obliterated by the competition in the top 6, and it's almost like Formula 1 and the Formula 1.5 category here. Look at that gap. Whoever's finished in the top 6, I'm pretty sure they can give themselves a pat on the back. That was absolutely fantastic for the top 6 today. So this end result here, we have a great result this evening. And who says Monaco is going to be boring just between the cars? No, we do have an interesting ending to today's competition. And without further ado, we just show you the race results for today. So it's going to get interesting races in the Principality. Well, 19 corners of fun. Shortest second on the calendar, of course, but one of the shortest, sorry. Pretty sure that. Look at that. And Skipper is really getting ready for the podium interviews ready. Rashawn Rabal is joining in the fun. I'm pretty sure they'll be enjoying the podium interviews when the time comes. But now here is the race results. We have in first place we do have Skipper in first place with 1.4 single lead over Rashawn Robot on and Pandan after penalties being applied. Maple Leaf in fourth, almost 20 seconds behind the top three. Then we have Takomancer and Daki and Brawl in the competition all the way throughout after the first round of pit stops. And I'm pretty sure that it was a great battle for them to enjoy and cherish all the way to the final race of the season. Lap cars, but Wido in 7th, Newman in 8th, B-Sim in 9th, Wayne, great recovery drive from P16 all the way up to P10. Renault's 35, lap warm hot tires. Almost gave up on him then, but a great finish in 10th place. Peach in 11th, and Von Haley in 12th. Lap once. Kurozuha in 13th for lap twice. And just CZ lap twice. And thankfully still classified. Remember, you do have to be within 90% race distance to be classified, and if just CZ gets lap once more, I don't think he will be considered as a finisher in today's race. I guess I'll show to you. I mean, the Monaco Grand Prix, balancing your pace and together with some race knowledge, intelligence, and race awareness as well. And I think whoever is finishing the podium today, I think a complete great awareness and great racecraft for them to be on top of that, because we know as Monaco, it's so easy for you to lose front wing or lose something in another part of the car in any part of the racetrack. It's just so dangerous. It is Monaco. There's no runoff. Your runoff is essentially the walls, and we know it's extreme danger. Now, next up, I'm pretty sure that the tickets started to come in. I think let's do this. Being Monaco, it's going to be lots and lots of discussions to be happening inside this stewards room. So, without further ado, I think we're just about to get ready for our podium interviews as we speak. Now they're coming in, so welcome to the podium interview section here. We do have once again Skipper and Penaden, your top two title protagonists, as well as welcome once again Rashawn Robot, season 6 champion. So very familiar podium once again. It's great to see our season 6 champion meeting our season 7 protagonists for the season, joining us all together on the podium today. So starting off in third place, we have Penadan. So Penadan, how are you doing tonight? Finishing third place today.
Hi. Honestly, I'm really tired after this race. Honestly, 39 laps is a lot, and my whole seat is like wet. It's a puddle right now.
Of course. And Penadan, run us through your qualifying session. We all know it was a very, very wet qualifying session earlier. And of course, there was a lot of difficulty going through. You look like a favorite to get the top spot, pole position, but unfortunately, the final lap just didn't work out for you, even though it's a drag track. So take us through that final qualifying lap of yours.
When I first went into qualifying, when I see rain, I already knew I'm cooked because I did not practice wet at all, and I had no wet setup, in fact. So I was actually using a modified dry setup. So in Q1, Q2, it felt fine, but towards Q3, when it was starting to dry, I think I just had no pace left, honestly. Yeah, which was really hard.
And well, I guess P3 wasn't that too bad after all, but I guess you must be pretty vexed to see Skipper right behind you. But ultimately, I think you did finish ahead of Skipper on the road, and I guess you had some great wheel-to-wheel battles on the road. So take us through your wheel-to-wheel battles with Skipper throughout the course of the 39-lap race.
Honestly, my goal was just to keep him behind as much as possible. Since in the championship fight, he's still ahead of me. So ideally, I want to try to finish in front of him. Unfortunately, I had that penalty. Yeah, so unfortunately I can't really do much about it.
Well, I mean, you got the penalty on the same corner. It was the quick left and right-hander after the tunnel. And talk us through that. I mean, we did see lots of drivers fall out the track limits there. Even during qualifying, we saw lots of drivers invalidating lap times through that the curb right there.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's just more of tiredness. Yeah, that caused me to make the mistake with the track limits there.
Unfortunate there, but I believe you'll be happy to podium today, and we're hoping you can make some ground against your title rival Skipper. So, best of luck for the remaining 7 races, and thank you for participating today.
Yeah, thank you.
Next up, Rashawn Robot, and great to see you on the podium once again. Season 6 champion. So, take us through that. How does it feel to be on the podium once again as a reserve driver, and as to see once again Skipper on the podium with you?
I think when we crossed the line, it was literally reminiscence of last season when either one of us finishes 1 and 2. But I mean, yeah, it's a fun race. I mean, honestly, we didn't expect Monaco to be this clean at JF. To be very honest, expected like a bunch of safety cars, a bunch of damage stuff. But to be honest, it was pretty clean. And I mean, I'm very happy because I haven't really touched this game apart from last year. So coming back to this and managing to actually practice and do well is I'm kind of happy with it. Yeah, and to come home with P2 is pretty good, I would say.
We had a reduced safety car earlier, and we had new arrangements. We have a reduced safety car for Monaco, as well as the we have ghosting enabled for I think some sections of the race and the qualifying as well. I believe they briefed that during the driver's briefing. So give us your opinion on the new the new rules, the new measures for Monaco. How do you feel about this new reduced safety car as well as ghosting for the qualifying race specifically for Monaco?
I think for qualifying it was it's a very good idea because I mean Monaco is very hard to get out of each other's way. So I think having ghosting on was very effective. In the race, I think reduced safety car might have been a bit too low because I mean we saw a few people DNF and no safety car was put out. I mean, I guess it's good because we want to have racing, but it's Monaco and I think safety car kind of jumbles things up. So yeah, but I think overall the arrangements made for Monaco specifically, I think they're very good. And yeah, I'm just happy that the management actually got the suggestions in and stuff. Yeah, so I'm very happy with that.
I believe that gave us the more wheel-to-wheel action that we had, especially you, with the battle between your 2 rivals on the podium review today, as well as Techromancer and Darky, who finished 4th as well, finished 5th and 6th as well. So bring us through that. I mean, I did notice with a wheel-to-wheel battle with Pendan and Skipper, you did use the back markers. You used to play the DRS game with them. You used the DRS the back markers to defend yourself against Pendan. So take us through that.
Yeah, I think the race start was pretty. I wouldn't say it was great, but I mean, Panda got such an insane start. I was taken aback actually because I didn't expect them in such a good start, and I had to back out obviously instead of going side by side. And then yeah, it was just I guess pace management and trying to find where I could possibly make the move. I think I made a move on Panda into Casino. There was a bit of contact, but I think it was like good racing. I mean, I was in the inside, outside. It's in Monaco. I mean, you can't expect much. But yeah, I think the main thing that went well was the undercut on the front two, because I think I gained almost like 2 seconds on him. And then towards the end, it was just management. I just turned into Minister of Defense. I couldn't do anything. Tires were gone. So I just had to ease off everywhere, try to manage, no wheel spin, no like having any snaps or whatever. There were a few close calls here and there, but I guess yeah, I mean Skipper having no pen, it was guaranteed he had the win, so I just had to keep P2 in that case. And yeah, I'm pretty happy that I actually finished the race with no damage at all. Didn't get damaged at one instant. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that.
Well, the whole time you were sliding around on the axis of corners, not only during the qualifying as well as race. So, was it due to a setup issue, or was it due to your tires just wearing out, even during a qualifying session?
I mean, to be fair, nobody really practices Monaco wet. I think that's one thing that kind of threw everyone off. And yeah, I mean, when you're too used to throttle input of dries, it's very hard to get adjusted to wet. So I think that was one. You don't know where the limit of the car is, even though the setup is essentially the same. It's 50-50 wing. So in terms of traction, it's really very minimal on what you can adjust. So I think it was that. I mean, in the race, yeah, it was again adjusting from wet to dry, but I think it was more on the tires because Monaco eats your tires like crazy. So yeah, I think that was one as well. I should probably have focused on tire management, but I mean, hey, it's over now. I can't adjust anything.
Right. And also, you're using the oh my god, I really have to talk about this one, but it was the catching up with the back markers towards the end of the DRS detection zone, and you using the DRS of the back markers to defend against your rivals. So was it through pure luck, or did you strategize yourself to catch them at a detection point so they can use get a free DRS through the main soft straight to defend yourself? Because it happened at least, well, from what I counted, 3 or 4 times throughout the course of the race.
Yeah, it happened a few times, but I mean, it was honestly really luck. I wasn't really looking forward, actually. I was looking back, trying to defend from the guys behind. But yeah, I think it was just pure luck, trying to, as in getting at that detection point at the right time. And yeah, I mean, it's always a good thing. But I mean, I think I would have still been ahead without DRS because I still managed to get decent exits out of corners compared to Panda behind. So I think I would have still kept him behind. But yeah, I mean, DRS is always an added benefit. So yeah. It wasn't planned at all. It just happened in the moment.
Well, obviously, still great race shot from you, Roshan Robot, and of course, obviously, we'll be looking forward to participating in more races this season in season 7 because definitely, you being a reserve driver, and I believe you'll be pretty appreciative of the opportunity to join us here for this race as a reserve driver. Obviously, I mean, you do miss racing, and yeah, I guess you're glad to be here today.
Oh, 100%. I mean, at first I saw the track. It was Monaco. I was a bit hesitant, but I mean, hey, it's just always fun to race with everyone. I mean, I've met some cool people here, so I think it's always fun to race with them. And yeah.
Yes. All right. Thanks, Roshan, and hope to see you for future races as well. So, yep. Have a good night, Roshan.
Yep. Thank you.
Yep. And to our champion here, Skipper. Welcome, Skipper, to the once again another win for the JAF Season 7. So, welcome, Skipper.
Thank you.
And yes, so now your championship lead is up to 25 points against your closest rival, Pendant. So, take us through that. How does it feel to win this race?
Oh, I think it's really quite amazing. I actually didn't expect myself to be winning. Had a very rough qualifying, as you might have seen. Q1 took me quite a while to get used to the wets, find my pace. Then I just had to keep going. You know, I usually pit and wait, but because of the rain, I just kept going and going, just trying to get a feel for the track. And yeah, I think I managed to put together something in for Q3. But then I always knew that my race pace would be stronger. But you know, it's still Monaco, right? So my mentality going to the race was to just keep my nose clean and try to force my opponents in front to make a mistake. And that's actually what happened. So I got lucky with that. Once on Pendaden and once on Roshan, I think. And after that, I did have my own moment. I did lose, I think, half of my front wing. But I think damage limitation, right? At that point, I could still pit for the hearts. It was actually a good time to pit for the hearts. So that went my way as well. And after that, just I knew that my task was to just keep it clean, stay within 3 seconds of the leaders, and I would win the race.
Did you actually think of doing the undercut versus the front people in front? I mean, with that circle undercut, you actually at the time you gained the time back for fixing the front wing to the leaders. Look at that, you gain. I mean, Technomancer was leading a race at the point you pitted, and you still managed to get out in front of him. I mean, he tried to do the overcut, but obviously it didn't work so well for Techromancer. So, did you actually had the undercut in mind all the way?
Yeah, I knew the undercut was strong. I didn't know it would be this strong. And also the other factor is not knowing whether there'll be a safety car, right? Because that's the risk of taking a undercut. You might just get a safety car at any point, and then your race is pretty much over.
Of course. Well, I mean, that's a great mentality of a champion there. So 25 points ahead of your closest rival, and that's a full race win ahead. So take us through that. I mean, what are your opinions on your championship lead so far? Would that modify your strategy to winning races moving here on? Do you think that's a decent enough buffer? Would that be we'll be taking a little bit less aggressive on the track from now on?
I don't think it's necessarily less aggressive. One thing is I am probably going to miss, not probably, I will miss the next race, in fact. So I do need that 25-point buffer in case Panda then comes for all races and wins. So yeah, I mean, I mean, I have one eye on the points, but also just trying to do my best every weekend. I think that's the most important and easiest way to do it.
Of course. Well, so once again, great mentality there from Skipper, and obviously looking forward to get his first championship in JF for season 7. Obviously, we're trying to still look for 7 different champions in 7 different seasons. Will Skipper get his first ever championship this season? So once again, to the top 3. Thank you very much. Enjoy your weekend. Thanks for joining for the podium interview, and see you once again. So once again, back to the pack. We're looking forward to the next race number 5. That's on the 28th of December. And so far, drivers will be looking forward to voting. The voting's already open, as a matter of fact. And the top event, guess what? The 3 tracks that'll be open for voting are all in the US. It is, well, what are the circuits? I'm back in mind, you already know what are they? Las Vegas, Texas, Miami. Well, pick a state there. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be leaning towards Las Vegas, I guess, because it is going to be a great track down the lights, especially, of course, long straights, challenging circuit, and lots of room for error as well, and lots of drama occurring, especially here in Monaco as well. We got the drama we expected, even though we have a reduced safety car, of course. So anything can happen, of course. Here's the JF, and what a way to conclude the season, conclude the year 2024, a race in the USA. And well, Merry Christmas! That's amazing. A great Christmas race. And who's going to get their presents on the 4th day of Christmas if we win race number 5? So without any further ado, it's a great long weekend. And now we'll just enjoy our weekend, ladies and gentlemen. We have a good night. And see you once again. Once again, this is Palace 56 for the JF. Signing off. Goodbye.
Just to know what you knew. Restless every time we start locking eyes. Oh, lost control.